But we got Joyful Jennifer, God is Life, Shades of Light, Star Vow, Avatar Ascension. And that's what we talk about here as Christos Avatar, is ascension. And there's two kinds of ascension, you guys. There's the one where you go through a natural death process, but it's not natural. As I mentioned in my recent ascension videos, that is something because of the DNA has been distorted, mutated, because these planets' electromagnetic fields have been distorted. So you distort the electromagnetic fields of Earth, you are going to now cause harm to the consciousness living on the planet. And that's exactly what has happened. It didn't happen yesterday. This happened a long time ago. And this is part of your Lyran Starseed activation. Realizing your true identity, your true timeline. Okay? And like I just mentioned, well, this was during that distorted sound. So let me start over. We're living on a planet Earth, right? But there's a connection to higher worlds and higher beings. And so we have the Lyrans coming in through Stargate 6. And that is from Sirius B gate. Okay? And that's your sixth chakra. And so it's a sixth consciousness, sixth dimension of consciousness. And this would be your fifth dimension of consciousness. And the heart is your fourth dimension of consciousness. And so we have Earth humans at 3 levels of consciousness, but we have starseeds like the Lyrans, Pleiadians, Sirians, Orions, all these different Mintakans, Andromedans. We have different starseeds bringing in higher chakra, so that you would have the heart chakra, you would have the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, 6 chakras. Okay, so that's 3 levels higher than the humans on Earth. That's higher than Earth itself, because Earth is dimensions 1, 2, and 3, and your star seeds bringing in 4, 5, and 6, because we're coming from the soul level, the density 2 level of creation. And so there's 5 levels of density matter, but throughout those levels, there's each universe density harmonic universe has 3 dimensions within it. That's why it's 3-dimensional experience. We experience this in every density matter, you would say the perception or the illusion of individuality. You're never really an individual, even though we perceive that down here. We're actually, you learn through this teachings, the innerchristos teachings about the law of one. We're all one, and so you're not an individual. You're countless. You can't count them. You could try. Countless beings in consciousness that Creator has created. And you could say, when you look at the 15-dimensional time matrix, we talk about that. We show that, right? In this diagram, I'll show real quick. I gotta use my glasses. So, I'm so glad I caught that early. I'm glad I caught that early tonight. That could have been horrible, and a lot of people would have left. It's all good. It all worked out. So, this is the 15-dimensional hologram, right? The creation that we live in. Just realize that these go in a big set. Okay? And there's 24 of these. Now, this is part of our hologram. There's a phantom side and there's a parallel side, but we're just talking about the whole thing as one. Okay, so there's layers of it, and there's places within the places. The creation is mighty. It's great. It's amazing what the Guardians have shared with us. But there's 24 of these systems. Okay, and all of those systems are within the cosmos. They're within the cosmic fields. You see these three levels that all these other matrices are in? Well, this is where all the ascended masters are. This is where this is what everything is within. All those 24 systems, time matrices, there's 24 of them. This is just one of them. Well, all of those systems are within the cosmos fields. And this is what we call God. So you understand everything is within God. Everything is within these fields, within the creation, within the Creator. And so we are learning that through these teachings, your true identity. And the Lyrans, well, we're coming way up here. I mean, in this system, we're coming from the 12th dimension. Obviously, your higher consciousness, the higher evolution goes beyond that. But when we realize the identity of the Lyrans, well, it's coming from here. And so if you follow this ring, this sphere all the way around, you'll see that what your universe is called hydroplasm. It's pre-matter, before you actually get matter, you could say. It's called liquid light, crystal liquid body. Okay, and that's where you find the Lyran blue skin felines. The Sphinx is a hybrid. It's got a lion body, feline body, with the human face, hominid, humanoid. Okay, hybrid. And the Sphinx is testimony, witness to that. The Sphinx was built by the Lyrans, homies. And so realize it was part of the councils, the Syrian council. Hello, I just told you we're from Sirius B. It was a Syrian council that created and designed the pyramids and the original Giza plateau. Okay, the Sphinx and all of it. So the Sphinx is actually covering the fourth dimensional Stargate, and that Stargate is part of Earth's consciousness. While we have chakra, the planet has chakra. That would mean specific locations on Earth. You're gonna find 12 chakras or more. So now the fourth one is in Egypt, and that Sphinx. Well, the Sphinx is actually covering the portal to inner Earth, and it's on top of the portal. The pyramid of Giza is on top of the Stargate, the fourth Stargate. Okay, so this is part of where the Lyran heritage is. This is what we. Let me go back to I took out Photoshop, right? Yeah, we got the Photoshop. So, and it appears blurry to me, but you guys, if it appears blurry, I think that's a new YouTube thing, like depending on your connection. So we got Crystalea, Hulk Creates. Thank you for sharing, Holy One. Galactic Guardians. We got Helena in the house. John, greetings, John. Thank you for being a member. We have Holt Creates, greetings from Austin, Texas. Welcome, Texas. Much respect. Thank you for sharing and representing. Mac Rambo, what's up? We got Star Val in the house. Much love and light to you from Cali. So we got Austin, Texas. We got Cali. You guys can all put who you're representing. Me, I'm representing Nevada. So, like you guys, I heard some comments on my drum circle video. That's not Arizona. That's Nevada. I never had drum circles in Arizona. So, anyways, I've spent most of my life. I was raised in Arizona. So I am an Arizonan who's traveled to Nevada and I've spent 10 years at least in Nevada. If I sat here and try to remember it all, actually it's easy to remember because it was 2012. I lived in Nevada since then, but I just spent 2 years in Arizona. I went back to Arizona, now I'm back in Nevada. So apparently I'm supposed to be in the desert. I'm one of those desert starseed guardians. And isn't that what Egypt is? A big giant desert? We got Movie World in the house from Australia. Thank you for representing. What time is it there? You must be a night owl, right? Stefan Oswald, much love. Lyran love. Okay, Vato Starman says he can't be on long. I understand, brother. Thank you for being here. I'm sure we'll get Indigo Wizard. He usually shows up too. Thank you, guys. So for some reason I can't go to the beginning of chat. That's very strange. I wonder if that's a new thing. Thank you, Hope. Appreciate the love. I could always use that. So this is our heritage. It's the Lyrans are the human heritage, and it's part of the Starseeds, the main Starseeds that are coming in the Earth drama. Are there other Starseeds? Of course. All right, but mostly this is first of all Lyran's planet, literally, because you understand the multi-dimensional reality. Yes, the carbon matter Earth system evolves. She ascends into the Tara carbon crystal system. That's a whole different matter, a different density, and as a matter of fact, it's a greater evolution. But from our perspective, it's less dense, less physical. So think of becoming less and less and less physical as becoming more and more and more evolved, because the God at the highest levels there is no body in God. There's no gender in God, by the way. So when you have no body, where is gender coming from? It's something to do with your sex. And actually, there's more than one gender in God. There's male, there's female, there's ones that are androgynous, both male and female, and there's ones who are asexual. Okay? Now, on Earth, we're dealing with gender. We're dealing with a lower evolution. So eventually you won't be genderized. You'll be either androgynous or asexual eventually. You evolve to the higher matters of physicality and the higher levels of your identity. And so just think of gender as being one of your beginning experiences as a soul, as an incarnate, as a soul. Eventually you won't have gender. And so when people start calling God or goddess, hello, that's a distorted understanding of truly what God encompasses, what God is in its entirety. In its entirety, that is, you would say, that is the field, the unified field that we all exist within. And yes, some of that is got gender, some of it doesn't, most of it doesn't. So when you start seeing higher aliens, you look at them, you can't tell if it's male or female, because it's not male or female. Inside of it, you would say there's no longer twin flames either. Why would you have a twin flame? That's described by the Guardians as a part of your incarnations. Sometimes you have the female, sometimes you're the male. Then you go back to female and male, female, male. They're pairings. Well, you're not going to have pairings. You're not going to have twin flames in the higher evolved worlds. It's a new age distortion. Okay? When you start thinking, oh, the love of my life, the love of eternity. No, honey. You're not even an individual in the higher evolution. In the higher evolution, you're no longer singular consciousness. Now, let me show you again in the diagram. I know we got all these romantic notions, but it's nonsense. It's a distortion, and it's not your in your best interest to think in this, you know, in this eternity. You're not going to be with a lover. So let me show that. All right, so eventually, by the time you get to the archangel level, which is the oversoul level, dimensions, and we're in dimension 3 down here. Well, we're talking about way beyond that up here, where you're literally in crystal silicate body form, and so is Gaia, the planet. See, we're in the carbon matter version of Earth, dimensions 1, 2, and 3, but Earth is ascending. Okay, Earth is going to ascend, and she's going to go to a higher level. So hopefully you do too. If you're going to be following ascension and you're awakening, well, you're going to go with Tara, Earth, who becomes Tara, Tara who evolves into Gaia, Gaia evolves into Armentana. You go from carbon matter to carbon crystal matter to carbon silicate matter to crystal liquid matter to carbon vapor, carbon gas matter, which they call thermoplasm. It's hot plasma, antimatter, not anti, antimatter. Okay, these are the concepts and understandings that you go through as a Lyran Starseed activation. You're learning your true heritage, which is beyond Earth. It's beyond Tara. It's beyond Gaia. We exist in Armentana as a blue feline hominids. It's not fantasy. It's not a belief. This is the reality of evolution. We evolve into this 12th dimensional being. Okay? And you actually came from higher evolved evolution and fell. You fell through all these dimensions until you got down here to this level where you're experiencing death and repeating incarnation over and over and over and experiencing the personal, the individual mind. So realize, as soon as you guys evolve to the 4th dimension, you're no longer in an individual mind. You're now in something called collective logos, the race mind, the superconscious mind. Okay? And by the way, we're experiencing eternal life, a perfect body that doesn't age or die. That's something definitely, that's a huge incentive to experience this, trans-dimensional ascension. You want to go, it's called trans-dimensional because you're going from you're changing, you're shifting from one dimension, hello, we're in 3D, and going through a stargate, the 4th stargate, hello, there's a stargate that you go through, a planetary stargate that takes you to this level. You don't travel there like in a ship. You go there through, your consciousness goes through, let's say you died in 3D, your consciousness will travel through, not your body, your consciousness will travel through the gates, and you will be going into the morphogenetic field of Tara, where you will find within the crystal body of Tara, you're going to have your new body, your eternal body. I mean, not your eternal body. What I mean is your immortal body. Obviously, the body is going to do the same thing when you go to the next level. You're gonna, if you're not experiencing mortality and death like in Earth. Well, let me go back. Ascension is the natural way. Is you transmute while you're alive. Like you see me, if I started ascending right now, you would see me turn into light. I would transmute and shift and leave this world. You would see me disappear. Okay? And you would disappear, and that's what transmutation is. That's what metamorphosis is. That's what rapture is. That's what ascension is. Okay? But not here. Here, there's a problem with the planet. Remember, I just mentioned it. There's a problem with the electromagnetic fields of Earth that have distorted all life, all of life's DNA, not just human DNA, all life. And so now we have to die to go to ascension. Now, I don't mean like everyone, because there's different evolved consciousness on Earth. Some of you will be taken by spacecraft, okay, which will travel itself through a stargate. So there is another method, which you're learning through the innerchristos, through Ashana Dean's teachings, the Guardian teachings. You'll learn that there's ways to develop your bioregenerate your distorted DNA so you don't have to die. And this seems unbelievable or crazy to normal people who don't believe in this stuff, right? But this is you're becoming aware of psychic abilities. You're becoming aware of those perceptions of those other worlds and realms. So eventually you would teleport. Eventually, I'm trying to close a window. It's not letting me. Okay. You will learn about astral traveling, going out of your body, perceiving light, like entities who are not humanoid. And one day it won't be so impossible to think that you would transmute like this and change and shift and go through a Stargate and appear into the, when you learn the biological mechanics and then the planetary mechanics, the universal galactic mechanics, you know that this is possible. You're learning about this mechanics, and it's not me just making shit up, you guys. There's a whole, most of you who are regulars, you're aware of Ashiana's work. There's a whole volume of knowledge, complex, advanced spiritual ascension mechanics. Okay, so remember, when it comes to Earth seeds and star seeds, there's only millions of star seeds. If you're good at math, or maybe not so good at math, you can understand that's a tiny, tiny fraction of 8 billion people. Now, you can do this with me. Just go to Google right now and we'll check. What is the population? What is the current population of Earth? 7.888 billion. That's what Google says right now. Hey, we just got a number, 888. Synchrony, homie. So there's 7.888. And let's say there's 10 million starseeds. So you either, let me get my calculator. So let's say you say, wait, how do you do this? I guess you have to go 10, 0, and there's only 6 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 10 million. So that's 7 zeros. Divided by 7.8 billion. So I just divided by 7. Let's just do 7.8, okay? So 7, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Indigos are 0.001% of the planet. Now I'll just remember that number. That's a huge difference. You understand? Machiwa. 0.0001. Yeah. So, this is according to the teachings, because literally there was only a couple million indigos in the earlier days. Okay, but Ashiana talked about the ascension process. When the stargates open, that's when a whole bunch of starseeds come in. Indigo children were birthed during the millennium, the changing over during the ascension period, during these periods of time when the gates are open. It's called a stellar activation cycle. You can call it a stargate opening cycle. And remember, stargate, once again, is a chakra, a Templar. The Guardians call it Templar. The Hindus and Buddhists call it a chakra. That's even in their language. Okay? We're talking about these as being, you know what this is, right? A star tetrahedron is this massive force, and you actually will learn through this innerchristos teachings that how to develop your Merkaba field, how to develop your Merkaba vehicle of light. Vehicle. Okay? Now, most 3D people don't even think chakras are real. They don't think the aura is real. It's all hippie BS to them. Usually you have to be someone who's like a starseed, who's psychic, or becoming psychic, starting to experience the supernatural, the paranormal. It's not paranormal, it's natural. Down here it's considered supernatural though, because once again, most humans are cut off from this. From their DNA is distorted, it's mutated. Excuse me. And not just that. Not only the chakra is being distorted, but many things of your sacred, your actual anatomy, your spiritual energetic anatomy, which you're learning through the Christos information, is being messed with, being distorted, and your beliefs are being distorted, like in religion and New Age. Some people think we're New Age. This is not New Age. We actually talk about the New Age as being something that is negative, and religion as being negative. Okay? Something that's thwarting the human race. Something that is putting you in a state of fear, state of shame, all these negative things. And so it's like you're under attack. This is the hidden spiritual war going on. Within spiritual awakening, you're going to discover that this is an extraterrestrial multidimensional war. Okay? And it started way before humans were even created. But we got involved in it only because of the dark ones who brought it to us, who attacked us, attacked our planet, attacked our people. And not just now, but since ancient Atlantis and beyond that. Now, we talked about it before, but you realize your true heritage is coming from, you would say, just realize this is our third time around. Because the first human seeding, the first human people were wiped out. The second human seeding were wiped out. We're currently in human seeding 3 on Earth, being seeded on Earth. We're not from Earth, but we're put here on Earth. You see? We're actually from Tara. You just saw the diagram. We're not from Earth, we're from Tara. And notice how Earth is in a distorted state, a death and dying reincarnating state. That's not natural. We're in an unnatural place. And that's why we're being affected with disease and cancers and death. We get to experience that because we're in a distortion, you guys. It's not natural. The guardians are reminding us it's not natural. Death and dying, we think it's normal. Oh, just accept it. Hello? Okay? You're not getting the truth from science. They're not going to tell you. They don't even know or realize or understand about this distortion. They think there's only, 4 sequences in your DNA. When you learn from the guardians, there's actually, everything actually has only 4 on planet Earth now because of the distortion in electromagnetic fields of Earth. Now, they call it in the genetic markers A, B, C, D, DNA. Well, you actually could have, like a frog would have had 12 different, you would say it was depending on your DNA of your race, of what type of animal you are, or reptile or bird. Not just animals, but the plants and trees. Everything would have different DNA. Not now. Okay, now we're being handicapped. As a matter of fact, because of this distortion in the grids, when you come to Earth, your soul, because you're not the body, the soul comes into the body through the baby fetus, through the fetal integration. The soul goes through fetal integration and goes into the body. The soul indwells the body, the vehicle on Earth, the 3D vehicle on Earth. You're the 4th dimensional consciousness that's inside of the 3rd dimensional body. And how the soul works, let's say you're a 4th dimensional or 5th dimensional or 6th dimensional soul. Excuse me, I rubbed my eye. If you're one of the souls, well, that's being indwelled by an oversoul, an archangel. The archangel is being dwelled by an avatar. The avatar is being indwelled by a rishi being. The rishi is being indwelled by, there's layers upon layers within creation, within God. This is what we're learning through these ascension mechanics. It's not just some lofty concepts, you guys. Law of one is important, but that's not your only lesson, Lyran Starseed activation. You're learning more, aren't you? You're learning more about the mechanics and the physics of the unified field, of the cosmos, of the universe level, of the planetary level, of your own level. You see those macrocosms and microcosms? Okay? So God is great. You are great. You're a multidimensional aspect within the field, within the unified field, within the mind, within the consciousness of God. You're all aspects of God. We're all thoughts of God. And inside a hologram, you're going to get levels like a spectrum of consciousness, a spectrum of body matter forms. See, our scientists are only talking about carbon matter. It's the 3D science. You're not limited to carbon matter, are you? You learn that there's something called the morphogenetic field. Do you hear scientists talking about the crystalline energy or the crystal body? Okay? Because that's what it is. It's behind the matrix, behind the physicality, okay, behind the atom. Okay, you're going to find that there's structures of energy, not perceivable to your third dimensional eyesight, but realize that beyond the quark, there's smaller particle. It's the smallest particles that the Guardians explain that makes up all matter forms. It's a particle unit. It's an ultra micro particle. And it's these ultra micro particles that coalesce, that combine and create particle strands. The particle strands overlap and build upon like paper mache. Like you have a skeleton, a wire and you add to that. Well, that's what the particle, ultra microparticles are doing. They're building upon and building upon. Now you have units that build and create strands, which create like a fabric, you would say, a field. And those develop into something more complex called chelons. And the chelons are actually sacred geometries. And the sacred geometries, these matter forms, create something more complex called chelon codes. So these chelon codes are what is the morphogenetic field. Those are stages of the creation of the morphogenetic field, which is an easier way to call it a crystal body, because it's made of a crystalline lattice work, crystalline form. And it's the crystalline form, it's actually extremely beautiful. Sparkling crystal form underneath the physical universe. Physical, nothing's physical. This is a perception of physicality, because every universe is made of 3 dimensions. It's an experience. It's the illusion of physicality. You get the illusion of space-time. Okay? And so we don't see the crystal body unless you develop that perception and those higher evolved consciousness within yourself. Where actually, the chakras stream. They're streaming in your higher consciousness. Not someone else's, your higher consciousness, from your own soul family. That's what we talk about, the 12 tribe. Okay? You have 12 incarnations here. And you're going to live in each one of them. Your soul lives in each incarnation. As a Hyperbornean, we lived as a Polarian, we lived as a Lemurian, we lived as a Atlantean, we lived in as an Aryan. Right now we're going through all these different races. We're at the Aryan stage. You eventually go to Muvarian, and then the Inchechi. Okay, so it's not just the heart chakra, the throat chakra. You go into the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. This is 6. And so if Aryans are the 4th dimensional race developing, if they're the race building the 4th strand, well, this is Muvarian. This is your future. Okay? They're yellow skinned, mostly. Right now, we're mostly white skinned. In Lumira, we're mostly brown skin. In Atlantis, mostly red skin. In the future level, will be mostly yellow skin races. But you're going to have all skin colors. I'm just saying that you will the DNA will be mostly because of the Starseed. It's not because of some chemical thing. I mean, it's part of the race, the Starseed race, that is going to be working with the Earthseed race, and after the Aryans are gone. After we're gone, there's going to be the Muvarians, and after they're gone, it'll be. Let me show you in the diagrams. will be the Unchechi. They're called the Unchechi. They're mostly black skin. So it doesn't mean the stages of importance or value. And of course, a lot of people are going to be thinking that way. What have you learned? Have you learned anything about the law of one and unity? No. Those are actually in a different diagram. So wait, my diagram is not opening in Photoshop. Let me make sure I can change that real quick. 1 second. It's pretty complex, but it's still easy to understand, especially when I use the diagrams to help understand. It's like a teaching and learning tool. So, all right, so we have this. Let me refresh my page. This is the when you start learning this information, you're going to learn something called the angelic human race. Okay? Remember, I just got through explaining that this is not our original planet. We're not originally from Earth. We're originally from Tara. And if you look at the timelines of, Tara, if you look at the timelines of Tara, it's way in the future, you guys. And remember, we're using stargates in Ascension. So if you're in third dimension and you're developing your fourth strand of DNA, your heart chakra, well, you'll be able to go to the future stargate. You go through spiritual ascension, another way of calling transcendence, metamorphosis, rapture. Okay, that's the reality of evolution. It's not done over time. You go and jump through time. Your spirit, not your body will stay in earth. It's made of carbon. Okay, you will be getting a new body. Your consciousness will be indwelling a new body. Okay, so this is done in stages. Now, that's what this is all about. Now, it started with I mentioned the Polarans. Okay, the Polarans notice they have higher DNA. They have their 7th strand. That's your crown. That's their lowest chakra. They have the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, 11th, 12th chakras. Now, let me go back real quick. Oops. Okay. Let's go through them real quick, you guys. Near your butt is your lowest consciousness. Interesting, huh? Near your butt. That's red ray, the red the red energy, the red level of the timeline, and this is basically described as the survival consciousness. And it's not very evolved. It's not highly evolved at all, right? But that's part of us. Near your butt, near your groin, your genitals, you're going to have the 2nd chakra, the sacral chakra. It's called mostly has to do with the Lemurian consciousness. Okay? It was actually Polarans and Hyperboreans who created Strand 1. It is the Lemurians in their time period who created Strand 2. It's the Atlanteans who created Strand 3. It's us, the Aryans, who are creating Strand 4. The Mavarians will be creating Strand 5, and that's what this diagram was about. So let me show that again. So this is 25 million years ago it started. This ain't yesterday, honey. Okay? They did it together. These two races were necessary. It took 2 races to create Strand 1. See the bottom half and the higher half. You can say these are lifetimes. And each of these little segments is a life that you live. And there's another diagram that shows that. Let me see. You're going to be living several lives. Remember, we're not incarnates specifically. We're actually souls. Our soul is indwelling one of these bodies. And so you will be developing your root chakra in an ancient period of time. you know, all the way from 22,000 years ago, you lived on Earth. And it's more complex than that. You actually lived in different time cycles of Earth. This is only one time cycle of Earth. So we actually started even way before that. There's another diagram. Let me show you that. So this is what we were looking at right here 26,000 years ago. But remember, these cycles of time, it's called, the Guardians call it an Awaken cycle. It's a planetary cycle. Her planetary cycle is a 26,556 year cycle. Okay? So you will live during that planetary cycle. And there's only 2 times you can go through ascension. At the beginning and at the end. Okay? But anyways, what I was trying to explain is, okay, let's say you were living way back here according to this diagram, right? Oh, wrong one. This one. One of your male-female lifetimes were way back here. Well, that's not counting remember, you were wiped out a few times. That's not counting the previous entire time cycle. Look at these, which ended in 22,326 BC, but it started long before that. And the previous time cycle before this one was ending at 48, but started at 75. This is where we started human seeding 3. We're not talking about human seeding 2, which was millions of years ago, and the seeding 1 was several millions of years. So we're pretty ancient just on Earth, but not to mention our actual history in the higher realities, in our higher evolution. Okay? So just realize that we're not just dealing with this time cycle. We were Atlanteans and Lemurians here. We were Atlantean and Lemurians here. Oh, and those in the other diagrams. I mean, in the other time cycles. Using stargates, using portals from different periods of time, 75,000 years ago. Hyperborea and Polaris was 25 million years ago. But anyways, you get closer to us, you know, the Aryans, we started 65,000 years ago. We started coming in. And your consciousness originally it was in the sphere of the planet, right? You're going to be going into the core of the planet. That's another whole discussion, and we're not talking about that today. But this is part of your heritage, you guys. So let me close this window. Go back to this one. So you're going to be living all these lifetimes, and this is not truly who you are. You're a soul who projected its consciousness into a 12 tribe. You lived in Lemuria, you lived in Atlantis, you lived in now, and you're going to live in the other future timelines, because this is only your first chakra. Remember, I said the butt chakra, your groin chakra, the sacral, and your ego mind, reasoning chakra. See? Notice that the heart chakra is the future. It's in the future, man. It's a different lifetime, a different body, a different planet. Or planet Tara. Okay? So that's still, okay, you get males and females here. You're going to get males and females here. But after this, you no longer get males and females. Excuse me. You start getting into archangelic level, there is no gender there. Okay? You're not going to get gender in the liquid crystal level. There is no gender in the higher evolution. So just realize that, okay? But this is amazing. All this is our true identity, our true timelines, and that's what these teachings are about. And thank you guys for being here on Christos Avatar on live. I stream live around 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So please come again on Saturdays. We'll be going, we're not done, of course. 111. There's 111 people on right now. Another synchrony. We had 888, now it's 111. Numbers mean things. Okay? We got Kimberly in the house. We got Freedom Educator. And we have, I don't know your name, it's in a different language. why nobody in my city is curious about this kind of lifestyle and beliefs? Well, what country or what city do you live in, Holy One? Please share. No cars, right? You said it, Freedom. And actually, you will be using your vehicle of light. You will be going through stargates in your Merkaba. That's a real thing, you guys. And when you're in these higher fields, you'll be using these higher anatomy. It's part of your anatomy is your Merkaba. And you don't just have one. Okay, you have several Merkaba, several gateways, stargates that you can go through. And that's the whole point of becoming Christed. You become a 12th dimensional being. That means you have the ability, if you have 12 strands, and what it means to be Christed is to be able, I'll show you again, that means you're able to leave this entire thing and go back to, well, it's not on this diagram, but you can go back to the cosmos levels, the ascended master levels. Okay? There's a difference between universes, which are in the holograms. All universes are in holograms. The different matter universes. Eventually, you'll get to the cosmos level. That's where all the ascended masters are. The Guardians call it the Kundalini. This is what they call the God. This is what God is. And notice that you're inside of it. All the time matrices are inside of it. And so this is a reference to the ascended master levels and the cosmic mind is. And notice you have different levels of mind inside the hologram. You have Partikai mind, Partikai, Particum, Nevronic, Buddhic, Christic, Cariatic, which is archangelic, monadic, catheric, archangel, and in the celestial mind, angel level. That's where angels start. What people call angels, they have no idea from the Bible. They have no idea from New Age. From the Christos teachings, you're going to learn truly what an angel is, which is what? A crystal carbon matter immortal being who has their first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and even sixth chakra activated, fully activated. Now, when you become Christed, that means you have your 7th, your 8th, your 9th, your 10, 11, 12 chakras. Hello, if you have 12 chakras, you can now leave the hologram. You can now go back to the cosmos levels where you're in complete bliss and orgasm, where the ascended masters are. Okay, that's what an ascended master is. What an ascended master is where one of these collectives, because there are collectives, you're not an individual. Remember, you went through individual. You went through individual, you went through collective, you went through the planetary consciousness, you went to a galactic consciousness, you went through a universal consciousness. Finally, you left. You were once by the way, you were once an extraterrestrial who now is no longer described as what an extraterrestrial is. You're what's called a metaterrestrial. And eventually you leave the hologram, if you're a Christed being, and become an ultra-terrestrial again. Now what an ascended master is one of these ultra-terrestrial collectives. They come inside this hologram, a 15-dimensional time matrix it's called. Spheres within spheres within spheres. Okay? And you will come into a hologram. And the reason why you're called ascended is first you descend. You go into here and you go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, fall down or just go down, project down. And you go all the way back. You go all the way back. Return to God, return to source, return to where you once were. That is what is called an ascended master. You went down all the way to the bottom and went all the way back out. You mastered it. You mastered the hologram. You became ascended, a master of ascension. So what people call ascension, what people call an ascended master is bullshit down here. We think an ascended master is, oh, I was an ascended master in the 5th dimension. No, you weren't. I just told you what an ascended master is. And you also learned what a Christed being is. A Christed being has 12 strands of DNA. And now all humans have that. That's the human genome, Bato. That's what we truly are. We have 12 chakras, 12 strands, 12 levels of consciousness. 12 tribes, that means we were Polarian, we were Hyperborean, we're Lemurian, we're Atlantean. We're a super race. We're made of many races. Aryan, Muvarian, Unchechi. Remember, these are brown skin, yellow skin. These are red skin. I'm saying mostly. Mostly yellow skin, mostly black skin. And because the Starseeds have those color skin. The Antrians are the ones who worked with the Lemurians. Okay, let's go to the Lemurians. Here's the Lemurians. Developing their second strand. That's all they have out of their 12 potential. And they got the brown skin because it came from the Starseed, homie. It's not from Earth. Brown skin, red skin, and white skin, and yellow skin and black skin are not from Earth. They're coming from the stars. Okay? So, the Lemurians got it because they worked with the Antrians. The Antrians are the ones who have the DNA and helped the Lemurians develop their DNA in their evolution on Earth during 73,000 years ago. So this is your Lyran Starseed activation. You're learning your true heritage, your true timeline. You're not going to learn this from religion. You're not going to learn it from New Age. You're going to get distortions from both of those sources. So this is truly how you develop it. The Lemurian wants to get their second strand, and then the Atlantean will and realize this. What happened to these other strands? They're in your junk DNA. They're still inside your body, but they're fragmented in what scientists call junk DNA. Look it up. It's a real thing. But they don't understand what it is. They just think it's dormant DNA. But this is your full activated Lyran Starseed, homie. The Lemurians only have 2 of them. Well, what happened to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? They're fragmented. They're fragmented. These strands are there, but what you're doing, living life by life, this is one lifetime. You'll live one substrand of the DNA. You'll develop another substrand by living in these time periods. You can't get this DNA without living in the time periods. That's what the Lemurians are doing. You're living in these time periods. You lived in 9,000 BC, 13,000 BC to get the DNA, homie. Your twin flame, your male, your female. I should have put a dress on the girls. I'll fix that in the future version. This is you collecting your DNA through living and getting the activations in every one of your lifetimes. Okay? But the secret is that there's actually, what this is explained, is there's actually 72, you live 72 times, 72 males, 72 females. And that's why you have 144. Numbers matter. They're important. And when you're in a base 10 system, hello, that's a distortion. You're not in, the divine is base 12. What are you doing in a base 10 system, right? So anyways, remember, your one soul makes 12 incarnations. Well, you actually have 12 souls in your higher evolution. So that would be 12 times 12. 144 incarnations down here. And that's just particle Earth, right? If there's 144 of you, well, you also have 144 of you in parallel Earth. What's 144 times 2? Right? So you see how complex you are. As you ascend in particle universe, your parallel ascends in antiparticle universe. Mostly base electric oscillation. We're living in the particle base magnetic vibration. So this is spiritual science, homie. You're not going to get spiritual science in religion or New Age. I love you. Thank you for being here on this live and learning the true heritage of what you are. God is great. You're great. Why do you think I call you holy ones all the time? Sounds weird, right? No. Now you understand why. Machiwa. We got wisdom of the divine feminine. Yeah! We got King Christ 674 in the house. We are spiritual beings. You said it. That's what we are, you guys. We're spirits having a human experience. We're also spirits having a astral experience, having an archetype experience, having a celestial angelic experience. And it's happening all at the same time. One of the things you'll learn by learning through, and I recommend that you look at Ashyanuddin's work. I am teaching this, but I learned from my teacher. The master is Ashyanuddin. And she's actually super advanced. You might not understand what she's speaking out of her mouth. I'm not saying all of her workshops are like that. A lot of times she's just talking about history. You don't need to know the advanced Templar to understand what she's talking about. But when you start getting into sliders, man, you might get lost. Tantri Ahura, you might get lost. That's why there's people like me speaking the simple stuff. That's why I always point the way to her. If you want to learn the heavy duty stuff, you go to Ashiana. I'm not getting paid for that. She probably doesn't even know about me. She's in private now. She doesn't teach publicly. She does private teachings, and if you're studying her new material, you can learn you can get her new workshops. But it's in some private media. So anyways, I'm awakening, some of you are awakening, and realize that the Indigo Children are a group. There's millions of us. I just explained that. And the reason why I believe there's only 10 million, between 10 million and maybe 15 million. Not more than that. Okay? Because of what the teachings say. In the teachings, they talk about there only being a few 100,000 Indigo type 1s. Just a few thousand, I mean, of Indigo type 1s. And a few 100,000 of Indigo type 2s and a few million of Indigo type 3s. Most Indigo Children, most of you Starseeds, are Indigo type 3s. But there's reference in Voyager's material alone that there's going to be more Indigos coming in during the stellar activation cycle, which is now. That's why there is a spiritual awakening on Earth, because of the planet got her chakra open, honey. Okay, that's an opening. That's a gateway. That means there's fourth dimensional energy coming through, and we're in third dimension. Getting fourth dimensional energy. There's fifth dimensional energy pouring in. There's sixth dimensional energy. You understand? At least 7 stargates. No, there's only 6 stargates open now. 6 stargates. The 7th one actually closed. The 7th stargate, which is your crown, which is connection to Gaia, the third density universe, crystal silicate universe, consciousness of archangels. That closed in 2022. Okay, so each one is stellar activation is a period of time. Then they will close. Now it's starting to close. So spiritual awakening is now. Okay, but it will diminish over time. This pouring in of higher consciousness. Okay, so think about as your own consciousness. Let's say an open chakra, fully open. Well, if you're opening your heart chakra, it doesn't mean it's fully open. It could be like a tiny opening, but at least it's a tiny bit of fourth dimensional, higher evolved consciousness coming through. Your point is going on a spiritual journey, learning techniques and learning knowledge. You're going to open, open, open. You're bringing in more of yourself, drawing in your higher consciousness. You don't just sit here and observe. You do something with your time here. Okay? Now, in the teachings, you'll learn that indigo children at birth are born with their throat and their third eye open. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to stay open. It doesn't mean you're going to go on a spiritual path. It doesn't even mean that you're going to remember that you're an indigo child. Most indigos are asleep. So if there is 10 million indigos, 10 to 15 million indigos, well, that doesn't mean they're all awake. Okay, think about it this. Your parents maybe don't even remember this. Okay, they raised you as a normal kid, but you certainly were not normal. Okay, you were probably a problem kid. You were probably felt like you had an angel and a devil inside you. That's because of what indigo type 3s are. They're actually a host matrix, you guys. And you agreed to it. You know what you were getting into. So if you feel like thank you for those hearts, Holy One, you're so kind. If you feel like you are receiving this battle inside yourself, that's because you're an indigo type 3. Now I'm getting this lag notice on my YouTube, so we deal with that. I don't know why I didn't do this. My long hairs everywhere. My future wife is going to have to deal with long hairs. Hopefully she has long hair. When a girl has long straight hair, it drives me crazy. So, I mean, I'm not saying girls with short hair are not pretty, okay? That's not what I said. I said I personally love it when a girl has long straight hair. Wachiwa. I believe that I was madly in love with a Lemurian girl, and I can't get her out of my mind. Some girl from Lemuria. Or Atlantis, but I think it was Lemuria. Like, I have a lot of memories of past lives, but not so much memory of relationships. But I know that each one of us, all of us are going to have our different types of experiences. And I'm going to put some white copal resin. Okay. This has helped to cleanse and purify the space that you're in. I actually was supposed to do that at the beginning. Sometimes I get on a roll. It was that sound issue that kind of got me off track. I put some benzoin resin. Now these are mostly cleansing and purifying, but also like helping you in the mystical energies, psychic energies. Frankincense. I recommend frankincense, you guys. It's one of the most powerful incense. Let me put some amber on. This is really like fine and delicate. Powerful, man. Machiwa. And if you guys are on a spiritual journey, you're going to be learning and doing things like meditation, breath work, yoga, healthy diet, alkaline diet. You're going to learn to live a spiritual, like anything that helps you in your energies. You become aware of that. It becomes important for you. It's not easy, especially if we get stuck in 3D. I mean, if we are so like Like the other day, I think it was Saturday, I was sharing my personal life. And I was telling you about how I went to Ukraine and I dated, different girls. I got attacked for that. I had some girl attack me. But when I was telling you guys, it was my past. And I don't even like the person I was before. Hello. That tells me you haven't learned anything about the law of one, about love and joy. You're still attacking and judging and being negative. So I don't have those kind of people in my life. I block those kind of people in my life. I delete, block. Don't need your ignorance. Don't need your low vibes, honey. As a matter of fact, I made a poll, right? I made a poll and said, did any of you learn from your past mistakes? Did I not? Yes. What's up? I don't know. What's up? The whole point of that story was to explain that I was in a different place in my life. But I'm completely different now. Hello, and I don't need to prove anything to you. So, you'll get attacked for all kinds of reasons, you guys. It's a spiritual war. Even people so-called spiritual. Bullshit. You call BS. Okay? Because it's actually some of the most distorted people in spirituality. Because they're you'll find people who are, they're better. They think they're better. And they have to correct you. They have to correct you. And they'll still tell you, I love you. And be sweet and little cute emojis. But you see. We see. Understand? You guys, you will put boundaries in your life. You will block people. You will mute people, whatever. You will divorce people. You will break up with people. You will no longer welcome people who are in your life that are vampires, who are negative, who are not getting in the law of one, who aren't getting love and joy and peace. You don't have to agree with anything I say. You don't have to believe anything I say. There's no dogma here. Did you know you can still get along with someone if you don't agree with them? Did you know that? Did you know you don't have to open your mouth and start talking shit because they don't speak or do the same things you are? Okay? So Lyran Starseed activation, homie, we're learning to activate our higher consciousness, our higher love, our higher joy, our higher non-judgment. Okay? A lot of those spiritual people calling themselves spiritual, they're just speaking lip service to it. And you'll even find within the Oceania communities, people are attacking other people. What's up? Right? What have you learned in the Christos? What are you doing attacking the shield? Attacking other guardians? Correcting other guardians? Telling them what other guardians should do and should not do? What are you doing, holy ones? I call bullshit on your asses. You haven't learned the fundamental teaching of Law of One. The fundamental kindergarten teaching of, hello, no judgment, no negativity. You're actually supposed to treat each other with love and joy. Hey, if your Starseed brother and sister haven't figured something out, let it be. You don't correct them. You don't tell them what they should or shouldn't do. What's up, homie? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Let me put this Palo Santo on there too. So as a starseed activation, because you're not trying to close your DNA, your consciousness, your energy, your vibe. You don't want to have a low vibe. You want to stay in a high vibe. You want to transmute that which is ugly and negative. You know, stop judging people. How many times do we say that? Now we got 11:01. Average view duration 11 minutes and 1 second. Another 111. And there's now 111. What's going on? There's 111 people online. 2 sets of triple ones. Man, that calls for celebration. But we don't have a moderator online. I might have to have a third moderator because sometimes if Starman and Indigo can't make it, I guess they can't make it. Yeah, you guys said it, 111. Yeah, I don't have a moderator online. So you guys, I'm just asking those who are in my live right now, if there's any trolls, you transmute them. You send them love and joy and peace. Okay, don't be triggered by trolls. Let them, if they want to act like a jerk, let them. We just, you guys know how to transmute lovingly, yes? So I can expect that you guys are gonna do this naturally. We do this naturally. If you find yourself being attacked, you naturally know how to deal with it. Delete, block, mute, goodbye. I love you, holy ones. You know, go heal, grow up, and come back and join us. Right? What's up? and what's the? You know, they'll leave this big long ass message, and now it's for naught. It's for nothing. It's been transmuted. You're wasting your time. You're not accomplishing anything, right? That's what you do with vampires, you guys. That's what you do with people who are narcissists, psychopaths, just aggressive, negative people. You don't allow it in your life. You don't allow it around your children. Okay? You just simply learn how to be a light worker. Light workers deal with that. Light workers deal with that. You don't just peace and love and nothing negative is going to happen around you or around your loved ones or you know, you see what I'm saying? Light workers deal with it through our angelic way, through our awakened way, a positive way. We don't get triggered. If you're still triggering, we learn how to heal that. There's still healing needed. And that's okay. We all need physical, emotional, psychological, you know, spiritual healing. Because we're in a distorted realm. As you saw from the diagram, we're not, you know, like a higher evolved Lyrans coming from the planet Lyra. I mean, the constellation of Lyra, the planet's called Armatena. Okay? So that's our higher evolved consciousness coming down to this low vibe consciousness. Earth is low vibe compared to, you would say, the Lyran homeworld, the Lyran people. And they really are cat people, you guys. And they really are blue skin. And not the only beings that are blue skin. Remember, it sounds silly, right? It sounds like, what are these people talking about? You know, because the blue flame, blue angels, blue cat people. You guys, this is, you either see this or you don't. You understand this or you don't? The Guardian teachings remind us of what your Lyran heritage is, and they're described in Voyagers as blue-skinned. Like I'll tell you what's up. Let me open Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2. And there was a line that we come directly out of the Lyran cat people. Just let me show that real quick on the screen, you guys, because it's important. So remember, we just got through showing that blue skin Anuhazi. That's where we started off as blue cat people, homie. And they create, this is density 4. This is density 4. So these density 4 blue skin cat people created in density 3 a race called Lyran Anuhazi. Now we picked up the Syrian name because we started living on Sirius B. And that's why we're still coming through Sirius B. And we're still felines. Okay? So these, but mixed with Sirians now. And their appearance. So more human looking than just cat people. So anyways, that's density 3. Now density 3 seeds life into density 2. Excuse me. And they seeded a race called the Oraphim. Now the Oraphim angels, they're angels. Notice the birds in there. They're no longer just, they were created with some of the Ceres, Pleiadian Ceres DNA. So we do have Pleiadians inside of us. And Pleiadians have some of that bird DNA, which is coming from the gold flame. The bird people called Ceres. So Ceres got involved, which is the Pleiadians got involved. Excuse me, I got a cough from this instance. and mixed with the cat people. So you got cat bird people now. Feline avian people. Angels. Oraphim angels. So now these have many different shapes and appearances. And you can learn in Voyagers 2 or Voyagers 1 or 2, they'll describe it. And actually that's what I was looking for, right? I was looking for this blue skin, blue. I'll look in blue. I'll just put the word blue. But that has 340 results, so that's not going to help. Anyways, this race, remember, this is all coming from the Lyrans, cat people. The Lyrans, the Oraphim created a race called the Terahertz. In the same density, by the way. They're also in density 2. While density 4 beings, Anuhazi, created a density 3 Lyran Anuhazi, and they created density 2 Oraphim. Well, the Oraphim created another race in the same density. They seeded the Terahertz on Tara. Okay? So this is our heritage, and so, but there is a race that these Lyran Syrians also helped to create, was the Azarites. Now, actually, the Azarites are created by the higher races. They're part feline, part avian, part mantis, part cetacean, part Pegasus. These are freaking badasses, man. And these are called blue angels. So the Azarites are actually literally 48-strand beings. These are the most powerful. According to the Voyagers material, these are the most powerful race in the entire 15-dimensional time matrix. They're the highest race in this matrix, the Azarites, because they're made from these three races: violet flame, gold flame, and blue flame. Part feline, coming from here, and the cetacean, the mantis comes from here, and the cetacean and the Pegasus comes from the violet flame. So that's what the Azarites are. They're spiritual badasses, man. They're freaking awesome. Blue angels. And so, but there was their DNA that was helped to create the blue humans. This is where the indigo children come out of. See, that's why they're called Azarite and Oraphim, blue humans. Because the Oraphim themselves were angels. And then, so it carried over to the race called the Maharaji, which are blue-skinned humans. You know, like you've heard of some of these Hindu gods that are blue-skinned. Well, you know they're coming out of this race. Okay? So, but the whole point of this was to show you how we're coming out of a blue people. It's not so crazy to call it blue skinned people, because now you see it's, and realize all these color races called blue, they're coming out of the blue flame, man. Okay, and they have blue skin. Some of the races have blue skin. So thank you for being with me on this live tonight, you guys. I always love talking about the Lyran homies. Wow, lots of comments flying in. Well, there's 138 of you. That's pretty good. But yeah, this is I mean, I love talking about the Lyrans because this is a big part of what's the consciousness that's here on Earth. This is what's actually like, you know, the main starseed you would find is Lyrans, because this is the Lyran planet. Okay? It went from Earth, ascends into Tara. Tara ascends, you know, so humans here become these immortal beings in density 2 of Tara. So, first of all, you no longer experience death anymore, or reincarnation. Now you're just going to experience transmutation. You're not going through the death cycle anymore because you have a mortal body. Now that we have, that's why we don't have a, that's why we can't do it here, you guys. We can't ascend with this body. We can't transmute with this DNA. In Tara, you can. So imagine in Tara, in the higher evolved society, you're going to sometimes see beings turn into light and disappear. They just went through ascension. Okay, that's the natural way of ascension. As a matter of fact, the earlier stars, the Earth seeds, they were also doing this through transmutation, not dying. They would go and literally, by the time you're 12 years old, you can transcend. Naturally, normally, humans would transcend metamorphosis, you know, go through that transformation by the time they're 12. No death required. And then they would transcend again around 22 years of age. This is how the DNA was created, to do this. And it's possible in that DNA. We don't have this DNA now. I'm just describing to you the original way we ascended. And then you would go ascend again because you would evolve and collect all your consciousness by the time you're 33. By the time you're 33, you would ascend, transmute, not die, and reincarnate. And by this way, when we say transmute or transcend, what do you think transcend means? You're going to somewhere else. You're no longer going to stay. You turned into a flash of light and went somewhere. You went to the higher evolved world. You took your body and it transfigurated. Transfigure, transcend, transmute, metamorphosis, rapture. That's the church's idea, rapture. So this is what, so we're so used to death and dying and diseases and cancers and all this shit. It's not normal. This is a decaying, dying place. It's a distortion in the electromagnetic fields of planet Earth that was done by the fallen angelics' technology. They use technologies to take Earth's grids and mutate them. And when you take electromagnetic fields of Earth and mutate them, it mutates life. All life, not just humans. Anything that comes into Earth will also feel the effects of the distortions of the Earth's fields. So according to Ashana, I've heard her say it in some of her workshops, as soon as you come alive in the body, into the fetal integration process, into the fetus, the baby's body, as soon as your soul goes in there, it shuts off 90% of your consciousness because of this distortion in the fields. And so it's that 10% that makes a human. You guys, we're nothing compared to what we are truly, our true nature. We're being like fractionalized. We're being disempowered big time. We think we're lovely and beautiful, you guys. We're goblin creatures compared to what you're going to experience up there. I'm just saying. I'm saying from science-wise, we're nothing compared to what we are in Tara, which are immortal. Also, we're described as being giants. Giants are real. It has to do with DNA. And there's not just, evolved, guardian giants. There's also the ones like the Nephilim giants mentioned in the Bible, but we're not coming from the Bible's point of view. Just realize that these races... The hell, dude? Sometimes when I'm with you, I see some paranormal things. These Nephilim murdered the human race. They wiped us out. And this was human seeding 2? Or seeding 1? Let me double check. Because remember, this is our third time around, right? Because we've been wiped out by the Nephilim and the reptilians. They're both our enemy. And you can call them antagonists. So it was 3 million years ago, well, as early as 848,000 years ago, when the last Atlanteans were here. Now, before that, that was human seeding 2 that got wiped out. In human seeding 1, the Atlanteans were called Atlanteans, and they were here 9 million years ago. Man, our history, our heritage is unbelievable. You're not getting the true history from the Bible or from religions or from New Age. You're going to hear a bunch of distortions and bullshit that some race called the Anunnaki created us. You guys, that is coming straight from the Jehovahans. That is what they claim. They tell you they created us. They tell us they created us in Sumeria, Assyria, Babylonia. They worship them as gods. They were not gods. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all part of God. What we're talking about, they're saying they created us. They didn't create our race. I just showed you who created our race, which is God. We're all God. We're all law of one. Okay? So it was the Anuhazi created the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi created the Oraphim, who created us. Oraphim created us, not the Anunnaki. Look, I'll show you Anunnaki, because they're a big deal. They're the one of the ones messing with us, messing with our DNA, messing with our people, and they're a different race. Here's where humans come from. Here's where Anunnaki come from, a different race. They're actually aquatic apes, part cat, but also aquatic apes. They're like our cousins. They didn't make us. It's bullshit. The Anu decided to fall. This race of beings fell. Okay? They went against God. They went against the law of one. They against humans. And they became the Anu Elohim. Okay? That name sounds familiar, huh? Elohim, mentioned in the Bible. Okay? So it was this race who created the Anunnaki. Specifically, they're called Jehovahans. Jehovanians. The Giovanni Dark Avatars. Did not create human. Understand? It was the Anu who created the Anunnaki, who created other beings like hybrid Anunnaki. Specifically the... well, we got the reptilians over here who created different hybrids as well. But just realize that the Anunnaki were created by another fallen angel race. So, of course, they're fallen angels. One second. Okay, so I get all these people, Anunnaki lovers. And why? Why is there a bunch of Anunnaki lovers? Because of Zachariah Ascension. making these books about how they created us. Guess what, you guys? Guess who got Zechariah to do this? The Illuminati. That's who's backing that guy. And he's been proven as being a fraud, as being a liar, as being fake. Your whole bullshit from coming from them being the creators of the human race, well, I just showed you, according to the Guardians, you don't have to believe us, or the Guardians, or Ashana. You can follow a false history line, timeline, heritage if you want to. You know what happens when you get a false identity? A false background story? You're distorted, honey. You're not evolving. You're falling. You're losing your memory. It's being replaced. It's an agenda. I love you. The Guardians love you. And we came down, they're archangels and angels coming down to the human drama to bring this heritage. They literally bring it in their DNA. Now it's on the earth. Now we got Lyran, higher evolved DNA here, right? So now it's here, available to the Earth seeds. Specifically, we're the Aryans right now, who will evolve into the Mavarians, who will evolve into the Inchechi. Man, we're a super race of beings. We go through stages of this. We're like somewhere in the middle, you know, because before us was 3 other races, four other races before us. Hyperbornians, Polarians, Lemurians, and Atlanteans. Now us. But we're just in the middle. There's more beings after us. And there's a whole background of why this has happened. Why we fell to Earth. Why? That's because of the original Atlanteans trying to murder the Lemurians. Which actually ended up in blowing up. So I gotta sneeze, man. Excuse me. That was my incense. We had it actually backfired on them because they were using the technology of crystals that were brought by the Maharaji. Remember, the blue skin humans brought those giant crystals to the inner earth, to the subterranean earth, and to the parallel earth. But then by the time the Atlanteans took over Atlantis, because why? They want to take over the crystals. The Nuberian Dietic Crystal Grid is what it's called, and they took over that. Now they got in power, they changed all the belief and religious systems into some patriarchy. This isn't new, you guys. Religion is not new. It started freaking way back in Atlantis. 50,000 years ago was the Luciferian covenant. Lucifer is not coming from Earth, it's coming from Nibiru, honey. And it's not an individual, it's a people. Anunnaki hybrid people. And so that was the whole scheme, was to come in and change and twist the law of one angelic humans. We were aware of the Guardians. We were following Law of One in Atlantis. But they came in. It didn't happen overnight, but they got in to the, what you call the, you know how we're the indigo children? Well, they would have their own, it's not called mystical, or, you know how we have like people in secret societies? It's not like a secret society. It's more of called a priesthood. We were priests, and this priesthood got taken over by the fallen angelic Anunnaki. Remember, a fallen angelic race created the fallen angelic Anunnaki. They're fallen beings. Is there nice ones out there? Sure. We're not talking about the nice ones. We're talking about the fallen race. And they took over. We were called the Templar. Remember, Templar. These are called chakra by the Hindus, but the Guardians call them Templar. We were called the Templar Solar Initiates. Well, hello, that became dark. And now when Atlantis got in power of the priesthood, the society, then now they got advantage of the technology that the blue humans brought to us. The crystals. They weaponized it and destroyed. They attempted to destroy Lemuria, but they didn't understand this technology. It actually backfired. And talk about karma, right? This is the first time, because they tried to murder the Lemurians 3 times. The first time it failed and backfired, and that's what caused the original fall. This is what happened to Tara. It created a cataclysm in Atlantis. The continent was destroyed, first of all, and it became island nations. The continent was destroyed into just a few leftover island nations. Whether it was their karma or not, it's still the human problem. So this is all about energy. There's physics behind it. And in that physics of destruction and cataclysm is a fallen energy, a falling consciousness, falling into a dark star, black star, called a black hole, falling into a black hole, falling literally into density 1, falling literally to Earth. Now we're in a fallen state, a distorted state down here. That's our heritage, homie. That's the Lyran heritage. The human race connecting to Lyrans, connecting all the way down. In Egypt is when we created the Sphinx, which is a cat-human hybrid. Look at it. Human face, lion body. Hybrids. We are hybrids down here. Okay, that's truly what you are. This is our heritage. And that's ancient Egypt and Atlantis. We come out of Atlantis. In all of these seedings, it was repeated in the same order. Hyperboreans and Polarians, well, we didn't have to repeat them, but we had to repeat Lemuria. We had to repeat Atlantis, and we had to repeat Aryan. This is the second time we've been Aryans, however you say it. I don't know how you say it. This is the second time our people have started over. Because we were wiped out by these fallen angels that people want to worship. You want to worship the dragons, and you want to worship the Anunnaki. Hello? That's what the fallen beings do. They trick your asses. They tricked guardian races following Law of One. Over time. Didn't happen overnight. You see what I'm saying? We're higher evolved than them, but they managed to trick us in density 2. They trick us here. Now we're lost and confused down here. So it's a matter of us going on a spiritual journey, because when you expand your DNA, you're expanding your memory. The memory is not gone forever, you guys. You will reclaim it. Just like we're reclaiming our DNA, we're opening our chakra. That's opening your DNA, activating. We're Lyrans activating. What's up, Vatos? Activating to our true, what happened to us, to what happened to our people. What's our true origin? When now you're following a bunch of freaking Zachariah Ascension, Jehovian Anunnaki, reptilian fucking belief systems, excuse my language. Now we're worshiping them. You're worshiping the ones who enslaved you. What you do is you transmute Zachariah Ascension, you transmute Enki, Enlil, Marduk. You remember your guardian heritage. You remember your connection to Lyra, to the Lyran people, the Lyran cat people. Do you hear Zachariah Ascension talking about cat people? Do you hear religion talking about cat people or Lyrans or the Lyra? No. You just get to learn about the Enlil and Marduk, and we were slaves that mined gold, and now they created us according to Sumerians and Assyrians and Babylonians. You guys, where is your discernment? What do you feel? Because these fallen ones, notice how they create religions that are negative, that tell you that God, whatever you think God is fear. And anger, burning anger that murders children and wipes out people. You now resonate with that? Come on. No, you don't. We resonate when you hear it, when you see it, when you feel it. That's resonating. We resonate with these teachings, the inner Christ, because God's not outside yourself. Christos is not outside yourself. It's right in here. And matter of fact, your 12 strands of DNA are in here. And that's how you ascend, homie. You activate it one at a time. And these teachings, you know how this you naturally do this over thousands of years. Well, these teachings help you do it within this single lifetime. You will learn how to do it in one lifetime. That's what these teachings do. They learn how to transfigurate your DNA. Fix, repair. Oh, now you have 4 strand, 5 strand, 6 strand, all the way up to 12 strand potential. Now you can go wherever the F you want. Now you have control again over your spiritual evolution. It's not in control of fallen angels called Inky and Enlil and dragons. They're not in your best interest. They're not your friends. They created the religions. They created the New Age. They're the one teaching you false creeds. We call them false creeds because they're not the original Lyran, Siren, and Uhazi creeds. They're not the guardian creeds. You learn through the inner Christ, the inner Christos, what are your creeds. I'll show you again. Okay, so these are the Templar solar initiates, the sexist patriarchy this is coming from Atlantis. Okay, these are fallen angelic creeds. They're the false creeds. They are not the original Christos creeds. These are the original Christos creeds. A sacred spiritual science. Ascension is not some lofty concept, you guys. There's science involved. And they knew that back in Atlantis. Before they were distorted in their priestcraft. We knew this knowledge. The Guardians walked the ley lines. We knew how to connect to that power within Earth. We had these ancient rites of passage. We knew this technology, spiritual science technology. So, this is our heritage, homie. This is the Lyran heritage. This is the true drama of Earth. Sit rep, what's going on with the gates opened. We say gate, that means star, gate. That means there's an awakening on Earth. That means there's changes, transformations happening right now in this period of time. As each chakra stargate closes, then it's going to be less enlightened, back to some dark age bullshit. This is when you ascend. This is when you learn ascension and work on your DNA. This is the best time. Is it impossible to ascend when there's no ascension cycle? Is it impossible? No, but it's much, much harder. I've even heard Ashiana say that. It's not impossible, but it's harder. And you guys, something that's very important to understand about ascension, it's not a global thing. Like you get Ismail Perez talking about, I don't hate this brother. I love you, brother. But he's teaching a global ascension through a solar flare, a solar whatever. A solar flash. Bullshit! Calling you out, homie. Light exposes false creeds. There is no global ascension. It's based on each person's DNA. Does this Ismail, however you say his name, does he have discernment? Can you look into the world and see for yourself if people are awakened? Are people in their heart chakra, in their throat chakra, in their third eye? No, they're not. There is no solar flash, a global ascension. That's one of those new age lies. I have nothing against him. I'm just telling you, and the same thing with this other guy. I don't need to be naming names, but the only reason I say that guy's name is because someone asked me about him today. And if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, right? From a guardian point of view. There is no planetary awakening, some magical moment where everyone's poof! Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Ascension is based off of your DNA. You either got it, did your work, you did your you transmuted your shadow, you did your ego work and shadow work. Do you know what that is? Or you didn't do it. You didn't learn this, how to walk a path of law of one. The sacred, universal law of one. It's not an earth thing, it's an everywhere thing. You don't, according to the Guardians, man, and this, you don't have to agree, once again, if you don't have at least 5 strands of DNA, you ain't going nowhere. How many people have 3 strands? Much less 5, right? There is, hello, Vato, Ismail, there is no global ascension. It's bullshit. Just wanted to put that out there. Because you will get false people, because I know he's learned from some stuff from Ashiana. He is never given credit to Ashiana Dean. Say her name. No, he won't say her name. If you guys want to get more information about that, check out Ishmael's interview with Carrie Cassidy. Because you know Carrie Cassidy is connected to the Ashiana. She's the one that brought out her to the public. Watch his interview with Carrie. Check it out, dude. Because you know Carrie Cassidy is a guardian. What's up? We call bullshit. Carrie called bullshit on his ass. Go check it out. It's interesting. I love you. You love all people. But when someone is taking these teachings and twisting them, you say something. You're light. Light? What does light do? You see when there's no light? What does light do? It shines, honey. It shines. It exposes the shadow. It exposes darkness, honey. What's up? You don't stay quiet and shut up. You also don't trigger and go negative. We're not being, attack mode. We're just saying, hey, that's not the Guardian information. Hey, we're watching each other's back. Someone asked me about him, and also asked me about this Carter dude. What's his name? The one talking about Egypt and all this. I can't even remember his name. If someone knows, put his name in there. Because it's important. Billy Carson. There we go. I don't hate him either. There's no hate in Law of One. There's no judgment in Law of One. But, when it comes to this guy, Billy Carson is intelligent. He's brilliant. Okay? But there is distortions in his teachings. There's a major distortion when he's putting up this fallen angel called Thoth. Okay, he speaks a lot of truth, but then he starts talking about Thoth and the Emerald Tablets. Hey, a lot of you are following Ashiana Dean. If you got Voyagers 1 or Voyagers 2, go look up Thoth in the Voyagers PDF. You will find it's actually in Voyagers 1. you will find that Thoth is a fallen angel, first of all, and he stole this information. And then he made some teachings from this stolen information, but of course he twisted the teachings. And these teachings are for the Illuminati. Who does Billy Carson serve? That's all I'm going to say. You have your own discernment. What's up? And it's the same thing with these people talking about Inky and praising Inky, another Zechariah bullshit lie, saying that Inky is good. Inky created the blacks and the Latinos and all this nonsense. You guys, you just learned from the original angelic hybridization project going on Earth. You learn that the brown skin, the black skin, the yellow skin is coming from the stars, homie. And down here, we're fighting each other. We're hating each other because of this. We're hating each other. Where's that coming from? And you'll get all kinds of people saying shit. Oh, this race is this lesser than that race, and they're the true rulers, the true privileged, the true chosen ones, and all some bullshit. You guys, the truth is coming out in this timeline. There's the Aurora timeline, and then there's another darker timeline. Which one do you on? Are you serving law of one? All are equal in God because all are God? Or are you serving chosen ones and the elite and a hierarchy and this shit coming from planet Nibiru? Are you putting up a Galactic Federation, Archangel Michael? Are you saying Thoth is awesome, pro-Thoth? If you're pro-Thoth, if you're pro-Inky, what are you really pro? Right? Who are you really serving and what? It's a reality check. Check reality. Are you checking reality? Yeah. What are your principles? What are your beliefs, your values? Do you value the false creeds? I put them on the screen. I put them on the screen for you. Oh, if you ever want to know about a person, somebody out here in the teaching spiritual stuff, if you want to know who they really are, check these simple ways to check. Are they speaking this? Or are they speaking this? Are they representing false creed, honey? Or are they representing Christos, law of one? Real simple. Take a screenshot. Okay, take a screenshot. Now, take a screenshot of this. And study it. Study the Antichristos or the Christos. Machiwa. What is Zechariah serving? What is Billy Carson serving? What is Ismail serving? See, you check. If you wonder, if you truly want to know, you check. It's not hard to check. You don't have to ask me or someone else. You can check yourself. I love you. Thank you for joining me, guys, on this Lyran Odyssey. This voyage. We're voyagers. Finding our heritage in the innerchristos teachings inside ourselves. Christos, God, Christ is within, not outside. You will find your history in here. You will find the answers to your questions within. If you can cleanse and purify yourself through the law of one, unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, if you understand what is unity consciousness, you don't need to ask anyone else, anywhere else. You will just check inside. What's up? Mokia. And you will have discernment. You will know who's speaking truth. And you will know who is not. You will receive all the answers to all your questions. Machiwa, from your own higher consciousness. You're not allowed to have higher consciousness in religion. You're not allowed it when there's a hierarchy with the angels. And I will make a video about Galactic Federation. You can guarantee. You can go read and watch what Ashana says about it, but I'll also put my, contribution in there. Because it is a big thing. The Galactic Federation. Hello. Our team is Guardian. Notice the word Guardian. Not some federation. Confederation. Does that sound like equality? Guardian Alliance. Together. Guardians together. The Guardian Alliance. I know it starts with a G and it sounds like Galactic Federation, but it's not, homie. That's the fallen side. That's the false creed side. That's the Jehovian Anunnaki. We're Guardian Alliance. We're pro-human. We're pro-earth. We're pro-God. Okay? The false creeds of fear, guilt, shame, devalue women, that's all false creed. Machiwa. We're learning our truth, the Lyran heritage, not some new age bullshit. You came to the right place. This is the real deal. And you resonate. Or not. You will resonate or not. You resonate with Billy Carson, go for it. If you resonate with these people talking about Inky, you're God sovereign free. You can do that. Machiwa, masutas. And if you guys like those people and now you hate me, what are you doing? Right? There's no hate in Law of One. Did you notice that? There's no judgment in Law of One. There's no dogma in Law of One. That means you can believe whatever the F you want, homie. Yeah. In religion, you're not allowed. You must believe only in Jehovah. And if you go outside of Jehovah, that's against God. You have Law of One. You have free will. You have free will in Law of One, in unity. Unity, uniting as one. Not separation into chosen ones, into hierarchy, into kings and queens and rulers. That's your first sign. You see somebody ruling someone else, that's the false creed. That's the dark side. Have discernment. Feel. Feel from the unity. Feel from unity. Feel from Law of One, unity, and check anything and everything. You can check anything and everything with unity point of view. Which is not an earth thing. It's a universal, everywhere thing. Chua. Makas. Shupumana. Mukoye. Machutas. It's almost time to get lit. I don't know if there's anyone out there who want to get lit. Bring in more higher consciousness, why not? Open those chakra, why not? Because you will hear people in the new age say, oh, it's dangerous to open your chakra. You guys, you know what the dark side is? It's the opposite of the light. They want you to close your chakra. They want you to calcify your third eye. They want the opposite. So sometimes it's pretty easy to figure them out. Because they're telling you the exact opposite. Or some type of distortion, you know, in between. We got Stephen T. I will SS well. It's time. Lit time. Oh, there we go, Vato. You said it, man. The Helena says, let's get lit. Shades of Light. I'm so tonight. I'm lit. I'm so lit tonight. You said it, Shades of Light. And I like it the way you named yourself. Jennifer. Joyful Jennifer. Indigo! What's up, brother? Starman had to leave early, and we love Starman. I'm glad to have you here watching our back. And anyways, everybody, if there was trolls, man, there's so much freaking divine energy in chat. You guys just transmute that shit. Right? No, real. And when I say transmute, we do that with love. You know our code. The code of light is not triggering and reacting in a negative way. That takes practice. It doesn't happen overnight. And it's not easy, right? To love everyone. So we learn through practice. That means you're practicing love. You're practicing joy. You're practicing unity. And you don't have to like say those. Let's say you're surrounded by family who are into religion or whatever. You don't have to use those vocabulary. Just speak in a way that represents it, that energy. Like they'll think that they hear you say unity consciousness or this, you know, these words that we use, you will lose them and they might, you know, turn against you. We're smarter than that. Okay? Now, if you're surrounded by other people like other starseeds, it's different. You know, I found out like when I'll go get lit, but I'm saying when I'm in a drum circle, when I go to a drum circle, there's like 50, 60 to 100 people there. You're going to have different types of people, but that's the type of place where you will find people who have seen and experienced UFOs, aliens, who have tried to expand their consciousness with medicines, what we're about to do. You know, those people are more likely to understand you than your Christian family or whatever religion family or whatever science family. Remember, science doesn't even believe in the soul. Okay? So they're going to be even a harder group to convince. You're not trying to convince anyone. That's what the Jehovah Witness will do, or whoever will do. It's their assignment, their decree to go and fix everyone. So we don't need Jehovah in the world anymore. No, hello. That's the false God, creator. It's not our creator. Everything is God, but that's not who created us. But it's saying it did. And it's a very mean, dark consciousness. So, let's do this. But I'll have to get my stuff. Yeah, baby! What's up? Our sacrament opens our higher consciousness. Not close it up. Not calcify it up. You know what fluoride is? You know fluoride's in your toothpaste. Yeah, it's even in the name of the toothpaste bottle, fluoride toothpaste. Do you know what fluoride is? It's a freaking military poison. It's a freaking poison. No wonder it does something like calcify your pineal. You guys get those sweeteners, like Sweet and Low or whatever? More poison. If anything, you want to even find out what foods damage, or not damage, you could say close or hamper or hinder your chakras. Like one thing I found out just by listening to Sadhguru, which I don't listen to him, but sometimes I'll be clicking on a video and I find him in it. I'll listen to what he has to say. Some of the things, he's another person that's, I've heard him talk about the occult, okay? I'm just saying. But he mentioned like onions, and I eat onions. So what we do is we practice and train and better ourselves. And if you want to learn what attacks these chakra, or this is a chakra. The third eye is only one of 12 chakra. It's not the only chakra. Once again, don't take me out of context. I don't study Sadhguru. I simply will watch some of his videos sometimes. That's all. Because that's what we do. That's what spiritual people do. They go and check in the world, right? We go and learn and don't stop learning. Especially now, you guys. If this is the hardcore time to be alive and to change, this is the biggest, most baddest, I mean like badass, This is the most incredible time to make changes. The easiest time to make serious changes. Because once those gates close, man, and they will close in our lifetime, if we're still around, then we will be less likely to evolve, less likely to change. That's why you want to devote yourself to change now. What do you think a spiritual journey is? It's change. Because whatever happened, whatever you were doing before is not working. This is like brownish type of, at the bottom of your pipe, you want to, that shit. So, what is this stuff? It's energy. It's consciousness. It's alive. And you co-create with it. Some people call it a teacher. I truly would call mushroom a teacher. That stuff you put on your salad, Mr. AI. So, only because my health started recovering, I considered smoking again, so. And we learn. You learn and expand and improve. And you're striving as a light worker, as someone following, law of one and wanting to ascend and help others ascend. We want to remove things that are not good for our spiritual journey and gain and learn what helps our spiritual journey. Hello? Something like plant medicine is going to not only help heal you physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, but it's helping your connection. And it's only for a little while. It's not like it's meant to do all day. Certainly would never want to do that, man. I work my ass off. I work like when I wake up till I go to bed. Of course I spend time to eat and shower and go to the bathroom, but for the rest of the time I'm doing this. I'm doing work. So I can't smoke all the time. I don't smoke all the time. I only in the past few months I've only smoked 2 or 3 times. And you will see me change. Not change, like this. In seconds. It only takes seconds. And we'll put more incense on, and then we'll just go into a higher expression, a higher dialogue. For a little while. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me. You guys are cool. You're awesome. Like-minded people who actually would talk about aliens and spirits and angels and where's my lighter? Because my Christian family don't want to talk about that stuff. They think something's wrong with you. You will get you will get lectured. You need to do this and you need to do that. I love my family. I love you. I love all of you. Unconditionally. No conditions. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be sexy. You don't have to be doing this or doing that or be this or be that. You just love unconditionally. Let's do this together, some of you, right now. Do a little bit of cleansing. Cleanse. Remember your palm chakra. You know, you have two powerful vortexes right there. You use your hand chakra. You use your consciousness. You put intention. You send intention. Cleanse. Purify. Cleanse. Purify. Energy, see energy, feel energy, makoye, realize, higher self, higher consciousness. You could just say single words. There's no magical thing you have to say. Machiwa. Every time you go inside, you close your eyes. You don't have to, but it helps tenfold. So close your eyes. And realize what that does. When you close these eyes, you're using this eye. Don't some of you, when you lay down to go to sleep, you close your eyes and you start seeing what you did in a day, or what you would like to dream about, or you're thinking about your concerns or your dreams, your goals. Hello. Close. And I go farther than that. I put earplugs in when I'm sleeping even. And not because I'm worried about sound, it's because you're more internalized. When you don't hear nothing, you're more internalized. When it's dark, you don't see nothing, it's more internalized. Now you're going inside to what you really are. See, now the medicine's already working. And then I start to feel it come over my body. Like you feel the energy, like bright energy come in, fill my whole body, man. And then I'll feel like a kundalini feeling on my spine, all the way from the bottom, all the way up to the top of my head. So I know it's my whole spine. I feel all my chakra. My heart chakra is huge right now. My feet chakra are starting to come online. Strong, my feet chakra, my heart chakra. You guys, I also most likely will do light language. And it's not channeling. And I'm not going to argue with you. You understand the definition of channeling. Watch Ashana talk about channeling. And I made a video about channeling. You go inside your own Templar. Your own DNA. Remember, you're multidimensional, and you perceive. Remember, earlier in the video, I showed there's 144 of you just in density 1. So between here and your butt, that's the energy level. Your butt to your solar plexus. There's 144 of you in particle universe. You live 144 times, man. You learned a lot of lessons. You have a lot of lifetimes. And you're not always speaking English. You're not even always human. Like we think of as human. Like a 3D human. Okay? We start talking about these beings who are mortal. in the future humans, immortal. We're called angels at that level. We're not angelic yet. Not here. Just look. Damn, this is going to be strong, you guys. Like usual. It's because of my own personal life. I'm developing myself. And I'm spending now... You guys are going to see less shorts. I'm sorry. I will do shorts sometimes, but now I'm just going to be teaching content now. I mean, not only, but mostly now. It's going to shift to long form content now. I made my mark. I said I wanted to get to 50,000. Now I can just focus. Now it's a nice sized audience to teach to, right? So now I'm going to come out with the teachings. And I feel this strong connection. So strong, man. It's blessed. You're blessed. We're all blessed. We're all God, and it's beautiful, perfect. Maybe we don't feel beautiful and perfect down here, but you are. You're gorgeous. God is gorgeous. God is beautiful. God is magnificent. God is divine. God is sacred. You feel God inside you. Feel it. That's how you understand God. You feel God. Do you feel God? No, you're too busy looking somewhere else at God. What? Huh? That's something else? You're God. Some part of you trying to trick you. No, you're not God. You have to worship me. Huh? What? You know, you'll be like looking at these kind of people. You think that? What? You don't say it to them. You're nice. No, it's like a shock. You don't understand that? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now we rock and roll. Yeah? Artiste! Mokachiwa! We are this mighty ones. Holy ones are you. Yes. Feel. Know it. Don't let someone take that away from you. Don't let someone steal that or vampire that. What are you doing? Feeding a vampire. This is your divine energy. This is your precious code. Don't give it away. Don't let someone siphon it from you. You are God. Don't let those little churches and places and things, those dark, conniving, hateful, dangerous beings. Dangerous to those who are light. You're light. That's danger. Dangerous thoughts. Remember, vampires do the opposite. They're going to take the darkness and make you love it. Convince it that it's good. Oh, gee, what's wrong with you? I want to ask you, are you stupid? But I can't because I love you. But are you stupid? No, that's not loving. Sorry. So we're there. Whatever you're doing. We're finding God inside ourselves. You see, no, it's not a hope. You don't have to believe in something else. You keep looking somewhere else. Stop. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror right now. Hi, God. You are God, but no, I'm not. I'm imperfect down here. What? You're saying God's imperfect? No, I wouldn't say that. I said that about me. You're God. Stop saying that about yourself, God. It's just your own. It's just you. You think you're putting that in a small space here. In a small space, you say a less aware of God space. You don't see God for His greatness. I see God. I sought God. I felt God. I know God inside myself. What you are. Mokoye. It's not arrogance. It's not pride. It's not blasphemy. What is that? That's your concept that you have chosen for yourself. I choose God. Oh, Kochiwa, I am God. Say it with me, Indigo. I am God. 3 times indigos, I am God. Chewa. I am Christos. 2 more times. I am Christos. I am Christos. Yeah. You're saying that guy's crazy. That guy is speaking Antichrist. What are you? Against Christos. Against God. Who is really anti? We are pro-God, pro-human. I love you, indigos. You are magnificent. My children, our children, we are the children of God. All of us, not some. Because created all, did not he, she, androgynous, asexual? Mokoye, all are God. Yeah, siwa, yeah. Vushikasua. Muchikasua. Kwashi. Sorry, guys. I won't let it go all night. But it is, the incense, right? Let's do the incense. Come on. Woo! Hey, some of you will think this is crazy or maybe dark or evil, but nothing's evil or good. Huh? What are you talking about, Willis? Chica masa. Yeah. Chiwasutas muchikaya. No, God's not crazy. God is crazy because God is all. Brilliant ones. You don't stop judging. What are you doing? It becomes yourself. What? No. How is there judgment in God? You trip me out, man. Is God smiling? God's enjoying? God's shining? God's like happy? What is the description of your God? Right? Come on. Let's be real. Describe your God to me, all of us. What's up? Did you hear my God? Our God, your God, we're all God. What's up, Vato Jedis? Vatas? Starseeds? Mommies and poppies? What's up? We love all people, all colors, all genders, all everything. No judgment in love one. I love you, Unity. We are unity, consciousness awakening on earth. I feel you, brother, sister. You feel me. We feel each other. We all feel one. We are one. I love you. I'm not crazy. I don't need your pharmaceuticals. I don't need your psychologists. I don't need your shrinks. We're perfectly okay. We maybe understand and perceive and see other things that you cannot see but is inside you. All humans have this potential. You develop your psychic, feel, know, see, be, wow, create, you're a creator. Wow, check that out. Why don't you practice some of that? Create, not destroy, not judge, not sacrifice, not hate, not attack, not war. What are you doing? Come on, human race. Come on, need a little high. Roar this blue flame. I say this with happiness and joy. We are the blue flame. We are the guardian alliance. These holy beings bring in this light, bring in this angel, bring in this guardian alliance. Check it out. No more Michael. No more fallen angel. What's up? Avatars, honey, what's going on? We stand in light, we stand in God, the one, not the separate, not the many religions, many ideas. Only one idea, only one origin, only one God, only one creator, nothing else. Everything else, yourself, all self, is one. I love you, one. I love you all unconditionally. God, you see, you feel God. If you know and see and feel God, you can also know, see, feel that which is anti-God, anti-Christos. What is inside your heart and mind? Well, everyone sees the one. We see that ugliness in there. Let's transmute it, Holy Ones. Transmute this shadow, this phantom, this negative, this judgment, this hatred, this cursing, black magic. What are you practicing in there? These holy angels are standing guard. What are you doing there? Chihuahua? Not Machiwa. Rastakajaswa. The real guardians see the fake. Shit. Transmute. From this planet Earth. Transmute. It's a disease of consciousness. It's thought. It's energy. Remove that part. Transmute it. Cleanse it. Purify that thought. Improve yourself. Unify yourself. Unity, holy ones. All one. Singular energy. Heart. Mind. Spirit. God is great. Feel God, holy angels, before you. Feel God, feel real light. Machiwa, real light. Not religion, not sacrifice and religion. What are you doing? That you want to call blasphemy. Is no blasphemy. Realize this lie is no lie. Realize this evil one. There is no evil one. There is no good one. You can't have, that's not inequality. That's a separation. No, God's unity. That's anti-God. You're following a vampire path. Look, it's against God. That's not the real God. That's a manufactured like a how do I say it? It's a multi-dimensional warfare, man. Spiritual warfare in dimensions 1 to all the way up to dimension 11. Technically 11.5, 11 and a half. That's as high as the fallen angels go. The darkness does not go be above that. But that also means, that all these dimensions below 11th dimension is dark. You see how the time matrix works. If it happened in the 6th dimension, well, it would be the 6th dimension, but it happened in the angelic war happened in the 11th dimension. The true original fallen consciousness are called dark avatars. Anti-Christos. Hate God. Hate Christ. Christos. What the guardians call Christos. Ah, man. My third eye feels so awesome. My solar plexus is strong. My feet are still strong, but definitely my sacral. Yes. I know I'm seeing some alien beings, dude. Like right here on my live. Holy shit. Oh, shit. See, I feel my spine right now, especially my lower back mostly. Near my, near my whole area down there, shit. But pleasurable, you know. I say to you guys my experience as it happened to me, as all of this is happening to me, guys, you call supernatural, paranormal, it's happening to me right now. And I know some of you are clairvoyant and you can see what's happening right here in this room. I love you. See the lion? See in your mind's eye the lion. We're connecting to each other, Christ. You feel Christ Christos. Feel your Christos. Christos avatars. These mighty Christ beings. Imagine liquid light. You are liquid light. It's the color of pale turquoise. No, pale. It's the mixture of pure white and dark gray. Imagine pure white and dark gray combining in a color. That's like chrome color. This is Christ energy. No, this is actually a special kind of energy for protection. Maharata. Christ. Christos. Not religion Christ. They actually spell it with a K. K-R-I-S-T or Y-S-T. I sometimes spell it with K-R-Y-S-T. That's just my preference. Because honestly, you guys, I've seen and heard Ashiana say it 2 different ways. So don't worry about it. How to spell it exactly. Because they both pronounce Christos the same way. Both spellings pronounce it Christos. If you really want to connect to Christ, you want to connect to Christos. The 12th dimensional consciousness, multi-dimensional consciousness. I love you, Holy One. This chakra, the Christ star, because stars are Merkabas, Merkabas are stars. You're a Christ Merkaba, you're Christ star. Is this pure white? Your 12th chakra is pure white. It's 6 inches below your feet. Imagine a ball of energy 6 inches below your feet. That's pure white. Pure white. So that's your 12th chakra. And imagine a star underneath your foot that's in this color. A 6-pointed star, like the Star of David, but not reference to the Christianity. No disrespect. Simply, people know what that shape is. It's a 6-pointed star. Look at it carefully. What is a 6-pointed star? It's 2 pyramids, okay, creating a 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional star. It's a sacred geometry. It's not coming from one religion. This is a universal thing, actually. They just put their name on it. Just like Hitler, they used the symbol for Nazi. They just looked up a sacred geometry and chose it. Doesn't mean they own it now suddenly. It's a universal symbol, man. Just like the square, the triangle, the circle. They're universal. You can't put a trademark on it, right? Think about it. You also can't trademark God. Put a trademark on God. Say it's this and that and that and this and this. What? There's only one. What are you doing? Unify. Unify. What you are. Yes, Holy Ones. 99 people. I like those 9s. My birthday was on September 9. Yeah. Got some more frankincense, Holy Ones. Because I'm happy. I can feel good. Stop judging me. Stop it. No, a lot of you guys are cool. We're having a cool vibe party. We're like loving. Imagine when a group of loving people get around. What do you think happens? I don't know. Let's try it and see. Yeah? What's up? I'm in. Uchiwa Makaye. I want to be with my Egyptian queen. My Lemurian princess. My Atlantean Starseed. Yeah. Where is she? Yes. Anyways, I'm going to go through a spectrum of energies, guys. I feel like I'm morphing and shit. I'm like morphing and you're just seeing a higher part of your brother, man. I'm just like feeling it, man. I just flow. You see, it's no script. It's not like thought of beforehand. It just flows. Now we get the lag coming on. Don't lag, honey. I'm gonna spank your ass. You give me more lag. Let's get the lag notice, man. What's up with that? Yeah, baby. Hey, you can't blame me if I feel good. You can't blame someone for acting like, ooh, you know, like you just really love reality and the world and the universe. You just, ooh, yeah. Is that a G spot or something? You know, what's up? I love you. And we're just going through this time, awakening in this time of who we are. We're trying to figure it all out. 2023 is dramatic. It could be passionate. Yeah. And so you might learn something about yourself. Your higher self speaking to you now. You were brought here to hear this message of light. You are sending out light, love, kindness, friendliness, respect, honor, unconditional love. Don't you resonate to those feelings? Do you resonate with fear, guilt, shame, torture, agony, punishment, hatred, death, sacrifice? Do you resonate with that? Be real with your soul, man. What do you really feel? Thank you for those hearts. Feel love. Feel everyone is God. Know it. See it. Understand it. And spread that love. Unconditional. God is not conditional. God's not going to punish you after giving you free will, homie. What kind of psycho effed up energy would do that to someone? See? Negative. Which one? Right? Which party? Which party would you go to? Which God would you choose? I choose joy. The path of order. It's the destiny of joy. You know joy, you feel it. It's like orgasm, baby. Ooh. And that's when you're with the most gorgeous woman or gorgeous man and you just like feel this, ooh, yeah. Sorry for the drama. It's not like an act. Understand, it's true, raw, freaking energy, baby. Yeah! Consciousness felt, spoken, expressed, shown, shared, felt. Yeah. Are you guys learning all these words besides Machiwa? Makuya. Makuya. Sa. Somebody's writing them down. Pokoyes. Different languages. Sorry if it's not all in English. It's just transmission of spirit, honey. It's a okoye. It's a weird, like a different sense. Besides your five senses, there's many more. And I'm feeling some of them. Damn. So don't think something's wrong. Everything is positive. I promise. It's beautiful. It's perfection. You are perfect. You are gorgeous. God is gorgeous. God is sacred. God is divine. Perfect. No ego there. God is perfect. You're gorgeous. Of course. You're beautiful. Right? Not scary. Not angry. Come on. Stop. Change your face. Your smile. Your thoughts. Change your eyes. Feel. Release. Let go of all that ugliness in your life. That drama. Those, maybe you were just couldn't stop. You were too stubborn to forgive someone. What do you, Holy One? It's God. it's bliss. Laughter. It's a celebration, man. It's a party. You don't feel any of that? That's not God. That's anti-God. The reverse of God. You know, the darkness, shadow, vampire, attacking your world, attacking your people. Vampires, you're following them. You're giving them. You're feeding them. You're feeding vampires. You're feeding fallen angels. Phantom, louche energy. Louche energy comes from suffering. Any being that's suffering and a vampire will eat that energy, it's louche. They're getting energy from your agony, from your affliction, from your depression. You're feeding demons and fallen angels. Oh, dude, this is a trip, man. I'm like seeing the visions. I can't show you that. I can't tell you. I mean, I can't show you what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I could try to describe it. Oh. So I don't think everyone would appreciate this kind of stuff, but that's okay. It's not for everybody. That's why I save it to the end, okay? We just have a raw, supercharged fellowship with each other here in Christos Avatar. Yeah. So you guys want to be part of it. It's a good vibe. You found your family. What's up? We are these mighty beings, and we're going to find that inside ourselves again. Yeah. Lots of haters. Let them... You're good. You're strong. Yeah. You're going to shine. Yeah. Christos light. Star beings. Remembering your Lyran heritage. Psst. Kitty cats. Feline homies. Representing that indigo ray. Blue skins. Sup? Lemurian priestess. Ancient Egyptian princess. I love you, my queen. I remember those days. Oh, chihuahua. I trip you out, man. You trip me out, homie. What's up, Starseed? We're family, homies. Your fellowship, your gangsters, spiritual G's. We're here to make a transformation. Yeah. We're also going to speak light. We're going to speak Elohai, blue flame, speakers of the blue flame. You feel it. You experience it. You know it. Excuse me. I always fuss with my nose after that. I'm okay, you guys. It's still Thavian. I haven't gone anywhere and something else came. It's me. Hello. I might look silly or look high, but I'm feeling quite good. I'm fine. I promise. I love you too. What's up? Yeah! We know how to party. Because we know Christos, Christ, is returning to earth. Yeah. Kitty cats are coming back. The Lyrans are coming back. Are back. What's up, avatars? Spiritual badasses, your holy ones. Magi kings. Remember, Ashana teaches us that Magi, Holy Grail. You're the Holy Grail lines, holy ones. My Chihuahua. Vastutas. It seems unbelievable, possible, that the light will come, return, once again. We'll heal our planet of this disease, you know, this consciousness that's been vampiring us. peacefully through a spiritual awakening, homie. A change inside of you. You no longer choose false creeds. Now you're going to follow unity. You have that free will to make a change. What's up? What's your heart? What's your mind? What are your words? How do you treat others? This is who you are. This is who you serve. I love you, sexy one. What's up? We're getting this mission done. The Emerald Covenant, Emerald Order. Bringing in this Chicas, Christ light once again. Hi, yeah. Lyran Pride, homies, from that Lyra system, constellation, star system. I said that twice, sorry. Lyra of Lyra. Lyrans of Lyra. They're sexy. Did you guys look at today's video's thumbnail? I told you female Lyrans are freaking hot. Beautiful, sexy. Ooh. Imagine how kitty cats act. They got grace. They walk in this perfect, they got grace. Lions, even small little kitties and big lion cats, they're graceful beings. Soul defined, and the way they wash each other even. Not arrogance, but like a pride. Hard to explain. Kuchiwa. We find Judah. Mokudia. You guys know what's real crazy? Your brother Thavian, right? I see some things that I say that just seem unbelievable. I'm like not freaking, but tripping myself out. Like real. I like some of the things that come through. I'm like, damn, I said that. And you feel the energy in your body. What's up? No denying. You're all spiritual badasses. All of you, man. You just gotta know it. Vato locos, vatas, girls and guys, just know it. No more of this freaking... I mean, damn, man. Look at the 2 messages. What's up? It's not hard. Choose happiness and joy. Imagine being, like, suddenly being thrusted into a world where everyone was polite to each other, respectful, loving, very generous and very, sweet to each other. We don't have nothing like that in most of this world. Where is that gone? We're bringing it back. What's up? It's not gone. You find it right here. Love. Love. Not a hippie love, not a lofty love, a real, genuine, unconditional, divine love. Of course. Oh, this trips me out, man. Whoa. Ooh, astutai vosocia. Prasata chikinecha. Dude, I think some of these things are going to be famous. I see that right now. I will let it go for a little while, okay? I'm still here. I'll let it go for a little while. Vai vostuta imo konimo soinie. Vrosta iwasta kashanyas. Haita chuchmuata iwata awaha. Holy shit. I lost my camera. I gotta plug the battery in or something. I think. Because it's not on. Shit. Sorry guys, let me put at least the diagram on. I wonder if you heard any of that. Oh, the microphone still would have been on. That's not on my same battery. I gotta plug my phone in so I can use it. Shit. Sorry, guys. It's my camera, so I gotta plug it. I usually remember, but this time I guess I didn't. But holy cow, it was strong. I mean, I can control it anytime I want. Just realize that. I feel good, man. Everything's cool. I feel good. I hope you do too, man. I hope you feel good. Ah, my shit. Because if you don't, it just means you need more healing. It doesn't mean you're damned. Oh, it booted up. So let me switch the camera back on. Take a little bit, just 1 second. Yeah, man. That's all from one hit. So that's pretty cool. I mean, pretty awesome to be strong like that. I gotta put this thing, share your camera, allow. I love you, holy ones. and I might look silly being like this, but hey, it's a legitimate feeling to be in, like a joyous state. You don't have to do this to experience it. I'm just saying, boy, does it help, right? When you're in your own, when you've been doing your work on yourself, getting rid of judgment. That's why we talk about it so much. Shit. If we can all get out of judgment, because not only do people judge us, but we judge others. Some of us do, you know. A lot of us do. Most people. So that's just something that we fell into because of the damage. You could even say collateral damage of, you know, the fallen ones. A lot of victims, right? So we're like trying to go beyond that. Victimhood, yeah. Let's do a poll, man. I want to do a poll. How many of you guys think you're a Lyran? Yeah, baby! Like tonight, we've done polls similar, but I just want to do it for tonight too. Like, how many of you in the audience? Okay, it says start a poll. All right, let's do this. And you guys, that means maybe you feel a connection to the information. If you really resonate, I would say you're Lyran. If you just are seeing cat people, obviously you've seen Lyran. So your answer would be yes. Anything to do with some positive connection to cats or cat aliens, Lyrans, feline humanoids, blue cat people. I love you, holy ones. Start a poll already, right? Are you a Lyran, sweetheart? Are you a Lyran? Oh yeah, baby, you better believe that. Are you a Lyran? Are you a Starseed, Lyran Starseed? Are you a Lyran Starseed Awakening? If I can spell awakening right, okay. Okay, are you a Lyran Starseed Awakening? Yes, no, almost. So some of you will choose almost and add one more option. I'm not sure. Because maybe you think you're going through something not enlightening, right? I am not sure. Okay. Thank you guys. 93 people online. I love you. You're all beautiful and sexy. And you guys write your answer in chat. Put your answer in chat if you're a Lyran, honey. I want to see. Even if you're not watching live. Even if you're not on live with us. Why don't you? Come on, every Monday or Tuesday. Every Tuesday and Saturday around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. You can't miss it. Come on, beautiful ones. What's up? Yeah, we're in the party of God, of light, of the, you know, the Lyran Pride. What's up? We welcome all, you know, even Pleiadian girls are beautiful. Some of them are dangerous. But anyways, yeah, don't you think some of these alien chicks are hot? You know, I'm just like wondering. I think so. And then the human girls will get jealous, and then they'll be wanting to be trans xenophobes or xenos or I don't know. Anyways, what do you think these beings do? They manipulate genetics. They know how to create genetics. You just, you know, evolve to that level. You will create your own race. You will seed your own race. Are you seeding a race, Vato Locos? Which one? What your thoughts are, that's what you're seeding. We're seeding these beings. We're bringing our Christos here to earth. We're seeding it down here. We came through this, you know, mommy-daddy union through sex. And now we are here because of sex. But anyways... Sometimes the energies are just very odd, or wow, that's interesting. Sorry guys. There's like, you get all kinds of feelings and stuff. Yeah, it's a great experience. I can't highly recommend it enough. Please, you know, try. Take some time off and just chill and go into this deep mystical experience. It's valuable. It's important. It's necessary even. At least once, you could say. Okay, fine. You're God sovereign free. Do what you want, bitches. I know you will. Anyway. So, somebody asked and somebody be helped, so we still tell the answer, right? How you doing? God could be funny, God could be silly. Hi, God. Do I rub you the wrong way? Then why are you still watching? Move on, unsubscribe. I love you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so grateful to you, holy ones. I thank you for those hearts. Who's doing that? Let's make love. Somebody wants to. Astral sex? Is that safe even? I don't think so. You should have real sex instead. Alright, I guess so if I have to. But isn't astral better? I can't remember. No, man, a real woman. You want the real flesh of a woman. What? You're disgusting. Women are equal. I didn't say they weren't. You can still think a girl's hot and not, you know. I think you're hot because you are. And I think you're beautiful because you are, and feminine and very magnetic. Girls are magnetic. It's their beauty. Their drawing of energy. They're magnetic. They draw energy. Girls draw. You're a spell. You're in a spell over the pretty girl. That's your power. Your magnetism. Your magnetism. Our planet is the feminine magnetism. Earth is feminine. So, anyways. I don't know where all that came from. I'm sorry. It just did. It's meant for somebody. Apparently. I just think you're weird, Davian. I don't know what to make of you. Huh? Well, where's your love? Where did that go suddenly? No more love? No more, you don't believe in God? You don't think there is a God? Well, maybe you think a different, weird version of God. I don't know. But if you just can understand God is all, you will conquer everything with that. Once you know that, man, you're on fire. Oh, wow. Unity consciousness goes through your body. Christ realization comes into your body. You become this mighty being suddenly with peaceful, conscious awakening. Yes? No bullets, no weapons, no conquering of someone's territory or their freedom, nor, going against their right to choose their belief. But you will have these tyrannies. You will have this socialism. You will have this communism. You will have this dictator. You will have this president. You will have this ruler. Until you stop them. What the F are you doing with rulers? What the F are you doing worshiping, following? Like giving your energy. What are you doing? Come on. You don't want to be taken over. You don't want to be, have no defense. You don't want to be naive. Realize, Holy One, what you are. I love you. You're like, whoa, dude, this guy's tripping out. I'm not. I'm just living, man. I'm feeling it. Ooh, nectar. Treasure. That's why I know God's gorgeous, because it's a treasure. Understand treasure and divinity and perfection. God is perfect, so it's not arrogant to say perfect. God is perfect. God is perfection. Creator is perfect. You are part of God. You're perfect. You're gorgeous. God is gorgeous, honey. What's up? I want to live with a gorgeous partner in my bed. What's up? We're gorgeous. God is gorgeous. God is beautiful. God is forever. God is eternal. God is positive and nice and friendly and sweet. Are you figuring out God yet? You feel it? I know you do. We're just doing it. Owning it. We recognize it and just be in it. We're just being light. We're just being light. And we can feel your vibes and everyone else's vibes. You can see what they're feeling. And yeah. You choose. I choose. And you choose. You have free will, so choose. Yeah. No more grumpiness. No more anger. No more of that yucky energy. Low vibe energy. Well, let's try something new for size. I want health. I want love. My love. I want joy. I want a castle. I want a pony. I want several daughters and sons. You want these things in your heart, in your soul. You think about life. You think about living. You think about perfection, innocence, and it's just so divine, man. The divine inside you, not some church. You don't need no middleman to this happiness, to this understanding, to this benevolence, to this positiveness. You keep going to the negative. You keep going to the sad. You keep going into the lonely, the feeling separate, depression. What are you feeling? Anger? Feeling hatred? What are you feeling? This darkness. You don't recognize darkness anymore. Someone else has got to show you what is light. Again, remind you what is light. What is light? What is true light? Machua. No judgment. Imagine a world with none of it. None of it. Imagine how they're treating each other, thinking and doing. Imagine what this civilization would be like once again in the law of one. All are one. Unity. And the religious people will attack us. You will see their maybe not in the live, but if you guys watch this video tomorrow, for example, and see people's chats, messages they left on the video, you will see some of them religious people, for sure, sending judgment. You will see them for sure. It's 100% guaranteed. What's up? Ooh, and I'm still feeling joy. Ooh, I'm still feeling orgasm and what's that called? Bliss. Like you think of bliss of being in a state that's just perfect. A perfect, blissful, perfect feeling in your whole being and knowing. You feel perfect. Feel the perfection, the joy, the calculation, the code. Which is... I'm getting all kinds of visions, guys. Lots of visions. A download or something. I don't know what you're saying in chat right now, but this is very interesting to me. I can't do this all the time, guys. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to take another month off again. And I will choose depending on my own body and my own self. I don't need someone's judgment, but they're going to send it. But, you know, I go by my feeling of my soul. What does my soul feel? I could care less about your negative opinion. All right? I'm too busy being in bliss. I'm too busy interacting with these beings that you say do not exist. Excuse me one second. So just realize it doesn't matter what you say. I mean, we're not going to be ruined by what you say. I mean, we're fine and we're growing and understanding. And we see those worlds that you don't. And you got it backwards. You think something's wrong with us. But hello, you're the one that hasn't made it yet. You're the one still in the freaking three-dimensional conscious thinking. Not beyond your heart. Not beyond your spiritual truth. You don't see those spiritual worlds beyond what you see with your vision of your spirit. I love you guys. I mean, excuse me. It's 9/11? Oh my gosh, dude. Is that another synchrony? You see how many synchronies? What the hell? What kind of synchronies? Crazy, right? Laugh daily. It's medicine. That's awesome, Joyful Jennifer. Love is not a thinking thing. You said it, Serena. It's a feeling. You have to feel. That means you have to stop for a moment and think about feeling. Yeah. Very true. Hello, sister, beautiful one. Yeah. Sarbadil Carcasa. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Jonas Colon. Everyone even close to my age is so judgmental. It's low. It's low bad vibes. Youngins, even not so younger ones, are judgmental as hell. Yeah, you guys, they're just having more and more of a grip on society. That means more influence, and you can see these from all points of view. But one of the points of view is that it's a political thing or something, like it's just something to do with Earth. But it's more than this. It's much more than this, and being a Lyran, you guys are one of the most ancient races out there, you know? And the incredible thing is we learned that these beings are 950 billion years old. It's like, what? Like that concept, that's almost 1 trillion years old. That's super ancient. That's you in this time matrix, which is just a cycle. Like there's many different cycles, like a time matrix, 15-dimensional time matrix cycle, and then there's the density universe cycle, and then there's the dimensional cycle and time continuum cycle and time vectors you know, it goes on. And so it's a science, and it's consciousness too. God is tangible, but not from what science says or religion. We're like a third choice. What's up? Christos is a, you know, this guardian information, Ashana Yasha information is universal, man. This is incredible. But I'm ready for spiritual ascension. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I'm excited about learning this knowledge, and I'm pumped about teaching you guys more of it. So that's why you'll see videos not every day, maybe every other day, because it takes more time to make longer videos, right? But they're going to be worth it. Now I'll still have some regular shorts every now and then. So, but yeah, man. I'm glad we did that tonight. You know, it was very awesome to do that tonight, and it's 9:14. Yeah, it's almost that time. Oops. I popped open some window. I love you guys. How you doing? If any of you guys like the information you're learning through this channel, and I'll tell the results of the poll. 1 second. Please consider supporting Christos Avatar. You can do that here in the live. It looks like somebody did, because it says 999. Thank you, whoever did that. Oh, I love you. Bless you. And anyone else, even $5, you guys, whatever you feel called. Zarina, new member, yes. You became a Rishi. Oh my gosh, thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. I love you, sister. You guys, it helps so much. I actually rely on you guys. You guys are helping me eat, so thank you so much. And plus, it's all about the vision of Christos Avatar. This is going to be big in the future. I know this channel will get to 1 million views, subscribers. And I'm not doing it just for that. I'm just saying, the more the merrier, right? The bigger the family, the more the Christ energy, Christos energy awakening on earth. Remember, all humans are Christed DNA, have Christed DNA. They just have to activate it and return that part of you. And these teachings teach you how to do that. First of all, make you aware of it, because you're not going to find that information anywhere else. It's coming from the Christos, which is ancient, way before even Ashana. You know, I mean, this is coming from the higher evolution. Like the top dogs and shit. Like, we have levels of it. So let me look at the poll. We had asked the poll question. Are you a Lyran Starseed awakening? And 55% of you say yes. And 33%. Another, dude, 5533. Is this channel synchrony tonight off the chart with numbers? OMG, right? It's 55% say yes and 33% say I know. I'm not sure. It's just weird as hell, man. By the way, 9% say no and 4% say almost. But most people say yes, you're a Lyran. Yeah, baby, represent. Yeah. So I love you guys. I like trip out. We have fun, right? We have good parties. We have good parties. What? No way, Patty. OMG, sister. I love you. Let's go on a date. Yeah. Thank you. You're awesome. Patty Paparazzi. She's going to take some pictures. Watch out. I love you, sister. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar again. Wow. What's up? She's like the queen in the house now. Charles Thomas. Hell is actually not weird at all. The most normal place you can imagine. There we go. Thank you for sharing. Jonas Colin. Right? Did I say that right? My wifey's name is Serena. Serena, and damn, $100. Yeah. Serena's a cool name, right? Yeah, baby. We got energy being. Kevin feels energy and happiness. Thank you. Very true. Very true. I like fairies. Fairies are cool, man. Have you guys seen any fairies in your life? Like, they can be, dark, but for the most part, you can get some cool fairies, man, as friends. Hell yeah. They'll do some healing. They'll do the protection. Fairies are cool, and they're not all girls. But, do you call the boys ones fairies too, or something else? What do I want to eat tonight? What do you want to eat tonight, Holy Ones? We'll have that. Whatever you want to eat. Let's eat something together. Some big enchilada. Tacos. Mexican food. Beans and oh yes, rice and wow. Huevos rancheros. No, it's eggs, man. That's chickens. What are you doing? You guys, it's funky energy. I'm sorry I'm putting you through this. I love you though. Don't judge. It's like we're at Slide Rock. It's like an amusement park where it's mostly water rides. Go to SeaWorld too, a lot of water rides. Chuvastor, or you'll find those little places nearby, or a carnival or a circus where you can get something temporarily, right? Bastille. It's been awesome, man. Like I enjoyed it. We had fun tonight, yeah, baby. And don't worry, you guys. It won't always be like this. Come on, for real. No way. But tonight, I guess it's okay. Anyways, there's a lot of enlightening things being said on this channel, and as the more I get into the material, the more I'll be able to share with you, and I can't wait. Right? You guys are excited too, right? Ooh, I like to see you excited. Yeah, man. Very excited. See a pretty girl. That excites you. Right? Magnetism. It's important for the world. Beauty. It's not a shallow thing. It's magnetism. It's female. Female is beauty. What's up? Male or electric? Ooh. Yeah. We're electric creatures. You're magnetic. Ooh la la. Girls. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... Who knows, right? But I'm still enjoying it. There's parts of it where it's enlightening and divine and angels and shit. And other times you're like, just chill. Yeah, man, just taking it easy. Feeling some warm, electric energy. Ooh. But a male energy, electric, and a female energy, magnetic. Wow. Right? Ta-da! Life! Not just magnetic now. Not just electric. Electromagnetic. You are both male and female, holy ones. Yes. You are androgynous and asexual. That sounds interesting. It's got the word sex in it. It must be good. Yes. Stop it. You're being naughty. I'm not naughty. I used to be maybe interested, but I said no, I don't want to be naughty. You don't want to be naughty. What are you doing? Doing 90s shit, you know, kind of like dark shit. You can't call it evil, but at least call it dark. Why do you want to follow dark shit, man? I don't. I want to be around sweet angels and this like you know. Have you guys ever heard the angels singing? I've heard angels singing. It's so divine, right? You hear the choir and you connect it right away to Terahertz. You hear an angelic choir. It's Terahertz race. Why did I say that? I don't know. I just did. Terahertz. Well, they're 12-strand beings. And they live in density too. What a trip, man. Yeah, you said it. You got proof now, homie. You know what is God. And there will be more dissertations coming soon to a live video near you. I'm seeing things in it, like little orbs sometimes. Without, you know, it's a trip. We got this, homie. You're choosing light. You got this. If you're choosing light, and you know the teachings, if you read some of Ashana's work, you'll find that you learn how to ask for protection and get it from some of these higher councils. I love you. Yeah. We got this. I think I'll end the show now, you guys. But you're blessed. You're part of the angelic human race. We're holy beings who are returning to a lower version of ourselves to heal it, transmute it, and ascend, spiritually ascend. Let's ascend, holy ones. Without the death cycle. Learn to do Sliders, Ascension, and Tantria, Hura, Plasma Body. You're going to be awesome. You're going to be in the right place. I love you. Yeah, learn some real ascension mechanics, not New Age, not religion. Sorry. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna spank your ass. Ooh, can't wait. What? Where did that come from? I don't know. Just comes out, right? So, well, we can be funny. We can be intellectual. We can be whatever you want. So what do you want? Yeah, man. It's been fun tonight, you guys. And I will be back soon. I'll see you guys on the flip-flop, right? And we'll have another party. And if there's any more trolls, well, we're going to spank their asses with love. And magnetism, I hope. Yeah. So having a little magnetism, having a little gorgeousness in your life, wow, is good. Hate to say it. You know, you want. Yeah. Don't be ashamed that you're beautiful. Namaste. See you again on it soon. Check out my Ascension video, homie. Watch it, please. I love you so much. I'm going to think about you guys until Tuesday. I'm going to be here on Tuesday. Is it hard to remember? 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm not in Arizona. I'm Nevada, so that's Pacific. I'm Pacific time. 6 p.m. I'll see you on Saturday. Let's make love. Joyous love. Sensual hot love. Whatever kind of love. Peaceful, slow, gentle love. Yeah. I like the sensual kind, man. I love you guys. Good night. Have lucid dreams. Have orgasm. Peace. I'll see you soon.